When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people, Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, Mek Wi Talk. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people, Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self.
World leaders master the arts of self-discipline by Mek Wi Talk. Good morning, wherever you're listening, watching from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean. It is the Mek Wi Talk program once more on this beautiful Thursday morning. Good morning, the land of wood and water. Like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Let me get some more people on. Yesterday was nomination day in St. Anne's. You have Matthew Samoud of the Jamaica Labour Party, and you have two other independent candidates, one from the UIC. The UIC candidate was a lone wolf. Nobody was there with him from the UIC. No Joseph Patterson, who is the president of the UIC. And you will believe that a member of the UIC is going to enter the race in a by-election. You would think that Mr. Patterson, Joseph Patterson of the UIC, would be there on nomination day with his candidate. There was no Joseph Patterson. There was nobody from the UIC with that candidate. And it begs to ask the question this morning: should the Jamaican people really believe that they really want to serve the people of this country, where Mr. Patterson and no other person support their candidate yesterday in the nomination? Where was Mr. Joseph Patterson of the UIC? Mr. Patterson, I've been asking you to come on this program, sir, and you refuse. Now, the question that we're asking you this morning, Mr. Joseph Patterson, where were you? Where were you yesterday, nomination day in St. Anne's, where a member of the UIC decide to throw their hat in the ring for this by-election? And when I look, we're going to play all the videos for you, Don't worry yourself, we have it. The Prime Minister of Jamaica was in St. Anne yesterday, jumping up to some old-time Gary. We're going to talk about him, but we're going to stick on Joseph Patterson. Mr. Patterson put up his candidate, himself as a man who wants to change Jamaica. Let me make something clear. I have nothing against Mr. Patterson. I have nothing against Joseph Patterson. Nothing at all against Mr. Patterson. I have the utmost respect for the man. But what I'm saying this morning, if you are putting up your candidates, Mr. Patterson, one candidate from the UIC is in St. Ann, and no one from the UIC was seen with the man. The man alone walking, him and God. Him and God and some people, Jeffrey, behave yourself. Him and God alone walking. You don't see anybody from the UIC. Yet the UIC is bombarding people's YouTube channel. Vote for UIC. Vote for the UIC. Where was Mr. Patterson yesterday when a member of Mr. Patterson's team throw himself in the ring to run in the by-election in St. Ann? There was no Joseph Patterson of the UIC. There was nobody from the UIC there with him. Begs to ask the question this morning, is Mr. Patterson and the UIC, should we take them seriously? Should the Jamaican people take Mr. Joseph Patterson and members of the UIC seriously? Huh? Should we take Mr. Joseph Patterson and members of the UIC seriously? Let me play something here for you, because we're going to speak about Jamaicans must go out and vote. The soul of Jamaica's democracy relies on the Jamaican people, and they must go out and vote come election day. Me not talk about no by-election where the Prime Minister refused to call by-elections in other parts of the country. This morning we're speaking about a man who put himself up, form a party named the UIC. And yesterday, you should be proven to the Jamaican people, Mr. Patterson, that you are for the Jamaican people. You should put yourself out there yesterday with your candidate to be nominated in the by-election come Thursday, the September 30. You did not do so, Mr. Patterson. How can we believe, Mr. Joseph Patterson, that we, the Jamaican people, must say, okay, the UIC is another alternative for Jamaica? There was no Joseph Patterson. Morning, my good friend Luke George Cook, one of Jamaica's rebel who stand for the poor people of this country. Mr. Joseph Patterson, where were you yesterday when a member of your team, sir, put himself to be nominated for the by-election in St. Ann? What happened, Mr. Patterson? Where did they? What happened to you? You are the one who come out and talk that the UIC is Jamaica's savior. The UIC is Jamaica's only alternative. The two political party, them figure sit down, vote for the UIC. Where was Mr. Patterson yesterday, or the members of the UIC, to support their candidate in the by-election in St. Ann, where the Jamaican people can say, yes, at least Joseph that do sitting, at least Joseph put up in candidate for running in the by-election. But you don't see anybody yesterday. All you see is one man walking down the road. No Joseph Patterson. You could take your Prado, Mr. Patterson, if you have a Prado, or your Lada. Drive from St. Elizabeth, go St. Anne yesterday to support your candidate. But you don't want the Jamaican people to believe that Uno is Jamaica's alternative. That's why people not going to like me, you know. Because me one person, me plain and straightforward. Me not beg nobody nothing. And I'm going to say it again. Where was Joseph Patterson yesterday? Where was Mr. Patterson yesterday? Me no, hello, me going down the road, you know. I going pan Joseph, Andrew, and so on and so forth. But I started with Joseph first. Because everybody know the PNP and the JLP. The Jamaican people, according to Mr. Patterson, is sick and tired of the two political parties, and so it's true. It's true. But the fact of the matter, Mr. Patterson, you should be, or whosoever is leading the UIC, because it look like you did look like you did it for president for life. Because this minute you resign, and the next minute you say you did it as president same way. Huh? When we invite you on the program here to come and speak to us, and you refuse to do it. I don't come on my platform to tear it down, Mr. Patterson. What I am saying to you, Mr. Patterson, that you put up yourself as Jamaica's only alternative from the PNP and the JLP. Yesterday was a prime example to show us that yes, you are for the people of this country. Why wasn't you in St. Anne yesterday showing support to your candidate who is running in the by-election in St. Anne? Him alone that walk past Andrew Holness Road. Him alone and the dopey them. The walk past Andrew Holness Road. No members of the UIC wasn't there. Neither Patterson, nor Madison, nor Dubison, nor Nelson, nor no UFDC was there. So no expect we must believe, you know. Nobody was there with him. Not a soul. And we must believe that these people are Jamaica's alternative. I want you to. I hope I get the right thing, you know. Hold on there for me. Hold on there for me, because I am supposed to be showing the video. I hope that I don't know if they put up the right video. Okay, hold on there. I don't think they put up the right video now because they didn't put up the right video yet. Let us put up the right video. Hold on there for me, please. Make us find the right video and put it up. Because I want to understand a lie Jeffrey that tell. Jeffrey not telling any lie for Mr. Patterson. I wonder if this is the right video. Hold on there. Let me see something here.
Bells, drums, and drinks in hand, the JLP's green dominated the streets of St. Anne's Bay. Not even the parching heat could halt the mission to put Matthew Samuda on the party's election ticket. Within minutes, Matthew Samuda was confirmed, much to the joy of his supporters. There was no such support for the two other candidates nominated on Wednesday, Chase Neal of the United Independence Congress and David Anderson, an independent. Mr. Neal explained the importance of facing the JLP at the polls in northeastern St. Anne.
If representation of people was important to the government would have ensured that at all levels the people are represented. Now, we can't allow this political trickery and manipulating the system to go unanswered. And so the people now will have a voice to choose whether they will vote for what the government has enacted, or if they will present their voice showing that we will not stand for corruption and manipulating the process.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness.
Hold on there. Mr. Neil is from the UIC. Did you not see any supporter with him? You not see anybody from the UIC with him? You don't, you'd believe that a member of your party, if me start one party, I start a party, you see? And one of my candidates decides to say, Bossy, I want to call me. You know me no? I think we should put our hat in the ring for the by-election, you know. And I give you the nod. And I said to you, say, man, go ahead, do it. On nomination day, you don't believe I'll be out there with you? I'll be out there with you, jumping up and down, walking with you hands in hand, because we want a change in this country. And if I am pushing up for change in this country, I'll be there with him. If it was Mr. Williams from Michael Williams from the NDM, and one of Mr. Williams' candidates is going to put up himself as candidate for the by-election, Michael Williams will be out there either on his bicycle or he'll be walking. Where was Joseph Patterson yesterday? Joseph Patterson is telling the people from Negril Point to Moran Point that he is the only alternative for Jamaica. But yet yesterday, he wasn't nowhere to be found, walking hand in hand with his candidate for this by-election. No Joseph Patterson. And that is why we must figure out who can we trust in this country. They keep on saying that, Jeffrey, there will be no better alternative in Jamaica only the PNP and the JLP. If the parties put themselves together, the third parties or whatever, put themselves together and say to the people, yes, we are together. Yes, we are the one to try and lead this country. You, Mr. Patterson, put up yourself. You start a third party, Joseph. And the people of Jamaica believe in you, Joseph. Obviously. Because everybody start donate to you. They donate this and they donate that. Forget about the part there. I'm talking about how is it yesterday? You were nowhere to be found, Mr. Patterson. Your candidate alone was up and down, running up and down. Him alone and God. No Mr. Patterson to be found yesterday. And that is why you have this yesterday. People up and down with banjo. Come on now. Watch this video again. The one person, forget about the independent. Mr. Patterson put up the UIC as Jamaica's next alternative. And Jamaica's next best. And the man from the UIC, him alone and the dopey them. Him alone and son dopey. Walk into the nomination booth. Listen to this.
Bells, drums, and drinks in hand, the JLP's green dominated the streets of St. Anne's Bay. Not even the parching heat could halt the mission to put Matthew Samuda on the party's election ticket. Within minutes, Matthew Samuda was confirmed, much to the joy of his supporters. There was no such support for the two other candidates nominated on Wednesday, Chase Neal of the United Independence Congress and David Anderson, an independent. Mr. Neal explained the importance of facing the JLP at the polls in northeastern St. Anne.
If representation of people was important to the government would have ensured that at all levels the people are represented. Now, we can't allow this political trickery and manipulating the system to go unanswered, and so the people now will have a voice to choose whether they will vote for what the government has enacted, or if they will present their voice showing that we will not stand for corruption and manipulating the process.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness.
Hold on there now. It's a political trickery. Then Mr. Neal. No trick you and Joseph, the tricky people them. Nobody from the hierarchy of the UIC was there with you. Is that the UIC not have no members? Huh? Is it that the UIC don't have any members? Not one single soul was there with you, Mr. Neal. Not one soul was there with you, sir. Nobody at all was there with you. And you're saying that you are the best bet for Jamaica. Yesterday, the UIC should be showing the Jamaican people that yes, we stand with you together and walk hand in hand with your candidate to the nomination booth. Only him alone ended up with them. Not a soul with him. No Joseph Patterson, no secretary of the UIC, no deputy president of the UIC if they had none. Because some of we believe that we are president for life. There was nobody there with this man. And maybe the man mean all good. Maybe the man say, you know what? I want to do something for my country. But where is your leader? Where is your leader? Who is supposed to be there with you? Your leader wasn't there at all. Jump on a bus if you don't have no car, Mr. Patterson, and drive go St. Anne in a one bus. If you have a car, jump in your car, drive go St. Anne and support your candidate. Support the man. But no, you sit down in a St. Elizabeth wherever you live. And every day you go on social media that one is the best bet for Jamaica. See there, the prime example was shown yesterday when Mr. Neal, whatever the man name is, was the only person walking the streets of St. Anne to the nomination booth. No Joseph Patterson from the UIC, not a soul from the UIC. The man ended up with them to walk. Watch it again.
Bells, drums, and drinks in hand, the JLP's green dominated the streets of St. Anne's Bay. Not even the parching heat could halt the mission to put Matthew Samuda on the party's election ticket. Within minutes, Matthew Samuda was confirmed, much to the joy of his supporters. There was no such support for the two other candidates nominated on Wednesday, Chase Neal of the United Independence Congress and David Anderson, an independent. Mr. Neal explained the importance of facing the JLP at the polls in northeastern St. Anne.
If representation of people was important to the government would have ensured that at all levels the people are represented. Now, we can't allow this political trickery and manipulating the system to go unanswered, and so the people now will have a voice to choose whether they will vote for what the government has enacted, or if they will present their voice showing that we will not stand for corruption and manipulating the process.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness, while addressing JLP supporters at a short mass meeting Wednesday.
We soon go to the Prime Minister. We have a call online. Caller, welcome to the program. Go ahead. Hold on there. I want to go on there so you'll continue why you chat again this morning. Hold on there for me, sir. Hold on for me. Go ahead for me now. Hello?
Yes, I'm here. You hearing me now?
Yes, man. Go ahead.
Yes. Pertaining to what you're talking about, Mr. Patterson.
Uh-huh.
You know, Mr. Patterson doing things different from the other people, right?
What do you mean doing things different from the other people? I don't understand what you mean.
All right. I don't know if everybody used to tell him when I keep him, some of them meeting and thing on YouTube.
Yes.
And he's the type of man who not believe in a people running up and down and drum knocking and dancing and gila.
No. Me not talk about no drum knocking or whatever. What I'm speaking about, sir, is this. But if you have a candidate put up himself to run in the by-election, you're saying to me him alone must walk to the board to the nomination booth?
No, I mean, I'm saying that he could have some support because it looked good, because it would make it look like they're together and they're really serious and, you know, to serve the people of Jamaica. But like I said, the policy of Mr. Patterson, if instead of having to go to the can go to the maybe he just tells him to go ahead and go nominate and come back in. Maybe the man was at work because he's a teacher. You know? So maybe he was just at work. I think Chase Neal is a teacher. Yeah. So maybe he was just at work and he put on him blue shirt and just come over and nominate and go back. No big deal.
No, listen to me, sir. Listen to me. May you talk many times off here. I mean also this.
Right.
The Jamaican people, you put up yourself as Jamaica's third alternative from the two political tribe, the two gang, according to some people that we have in the parliament then. Okay?
Right.
And your candidate is putting up himself as a candidate for the by-election. And you're telling me that you couldn't find time, whether the general secretary or group of whosoever, in support of this man, to let the people of Jamaica say, okay, yes, the UIC is there. We can see the support of the UIC behind this man. Not one single soul on the man and up with them to walk.
Jeffrey, I agree with you. But I'm saying to you, that man not dealing with them thing there.
Oh, so hold on there.
Yeah.
Hold on there now. Him is a one done business.
Yeah, I mean, where he goes.
Oh.
You know, the people who come out and talk about if them to go out and go stand up and Mr. Patterson, no, they can't go. Yeah.
Well, me know for a fact that me not live at China, nor Russia, nor Xi Jinping, nor the Rocket Man, nor Cuba. So if me is a political party and me can do certain things, to hell with you and the party, I can.
That's why the party is not. That's why the party is not more progressive and growing, because he's like a little dictator behind the scene. You understand? So people with brilliant talents and stuff, that's when they have to leave because they have been stifled by the operation of Mr. Patterson. You know? So
but what I want to find out from you though, no, sir. As a Jamaican citizen, sir, and you see they come up and because hello, when they're ready, you know, man. I have to block some of them and they come up on this party, vote UIC, vote UIC, vote UIC. You know see what happened yesterday? No, sir. You as a Jamaican citizen see all of this. Would you vote for the UIC?
No, sir.
Oh.
No. Because the way our politics run all across the world, whenever there is um, a day like yesterday or day before yesterday in Jamaica, you see support, you see people come out. It don't have to be a big crowd, and the whole heap of glance like our Jamaican and not drum and all kind of something to frighten the people. But I mean, you no one person now. You see few people, either from the hierarchy or so follow behind them and support them because they're looking forward to their candidate to represent them.
Hmm.
You understand? So it doesn't show a good picture on the UIC. It doesn't. So
What
I don't know what to
what
say.
go ahead, sir, go
Mhm.
ahead.
Yeah, man, go ahead, man. I mean, I say, I don't know why she said to Mr. Patterson, but it's the way own lead and doing thing. It's the way own lead and doing thing. That's why the UIC no budge. I mean, used to support the UIC. I used to donate to UIC.
One thing me know, I'm gonna tell you something. You see this boy named Joseph Tavares?
Mm-hmm.
And every jump on me, see me hear knock me going.
Well, I might weakness that. If
And
me I tell you,
every
if
jump
something look
on me
good,
here knock, me go. Because
right,
me have to sit down and analyze and look into things and into my local investigation before
right.
me jump into
Uh,
things.
yeah, I went to Jamaica and purchased shirt from them. I only have two shirts in my dryer with me. I never put them on because I
So let me
see
ask you a
where the
question.
ULC
Let me ask you a
ULC at
question.
budget are.
Let me ask you a
Mm-hmm.
question. Have you ever asked to see the financial report of the party?
No, sir, I'm not in that position to ask that.
Oh. You know what?
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm in the position to ask that, but
You're
the
hold
way
on.
how
Why you say you're not in the position to ask that?
well, I'm in the position, but I've never asked. I've never asked.
So
Let's
you
put
just
it that way.
continue giving your money.
But after me about certain little things pop out and we are going and say little things with money, we are going with the thing. Me stop. And they did me and me did call me and stuff and make them know straight up say, listen, make continue like that no more. So and
Me
then
hear
I
say,
realize,
me hear say somebody did want ton minister
mhm.
of finance. Jeffrey, behave yourself and shut your mouth.
From the time when I heard this lady, that breakaway, they fired her, kick out her from the party. And then when I heard her interviews, I think somebody interviewed her on YouTube, and the way me she talk and stuff, and the high praise when Mr. Patterson used to give that lady before and stuff, and that lady has been with them from inception of the party. Um, then kick out the woman because the woman started to ask some question about money and,
When you ask,
and all of that.
hello,
Yeah.
when money involved in anything, my friend, my God Almighty,
A
the woman
terrible
they
thing is a
ask
terrible
Mr.
thing.
Patterson about some money,
Mm.
and Patton don't like it. Patton say, how dare you ask me about any money? I feel your hit.
You understand? So, Mr. Donate the money to them. I mean, I wish them there and they get to me buy them because I'm not reading. Because that's what I don't see what the UIC is doing. There's so many low hanging fruit in Jamaica. Mr. Patterson and his team could have go out and represent the people, stand up with the people. If even for 2 hours and make a two talk and make it circle around and see. And there is nothing other than the one time when they go.
Then hold on, let me ask a question. Every day people donate and they donate and they donate. Have anybody asked the good UIC what have they done during Hurricane Beryl in St. Elizabeth?
Well, I don't know. I don't know nobody else.
I can
I don't
proudly
know.
say that this little YouTube channel here has donated through the people on this channel, has donated a lot to St. Elizabeth. Right now, this channel
Mm-hmm.
in the process of helping a lady to build her house.
Mm-hmm.
Behind the scenes, some people call me and give me some money. I send down the money to the hardware deliver the stuff. We take back pictures or whatever, what they call it again, receipt, and we show to the
Mm-hmm.
people who has given money that this is where your money is going. Me no want nobody money.
Hey, but funny enough, let me tell you something, Jeffrey. I don't trust these people who come in a jacket and tie and sumo talk and all that. I don't trust them because guess what? At one point when I was so involved in the UIC, I was watching a program and I saw Mr. Patterson brought a lady on YouTube who her living condition was terrible, right? And she's sick too, and I think she have 2 or 3 children going to school, no father and stuff, and she barely can operate, and she starts to beg help. I'm gonna take the number for this thing and call the woman, Jamaica, and talk with her, and I say, listen, I see your plight, and I'm willing to assist, right? And she said, God bless you, and whatever I know she do. Long story start, me tell her that I'll be in Jamaica short. So when I get to Jamaica, I will call her, right? And I went to Jamaica, called the lady, she gave me her account number. I went to the bank and I deposit some money in it for her. I will keep in touch and she call me, she tell me thanks and what she said. You know, say, that was sometime last year. Sometimes here she text me. I'm going to reach out to her. I say, hey, what's going on? Long time, blah, blah. How the house coming on? The woman said to me, said, Joseph, are you one normal person? And lady in America. Give me something. Nobody else will give me nothing.
So not even Joseph Patterson again none.
Not even Mr. Patterson.
And he collect so much money.
You are young to the woman needs. You will tell her from that me look into it and I say the man really know in the really for the people. Not at all.
So I mean,
not at all. And,
Jeffrey.
And out of me need family that find me not rich. I work 9 to 5 just like everybody else. And out of me need family have a compassionate heart. And the man I collect donation money, ever talks him a spend, and he spend much 100,000 and he lose this, and he never talk like him a get the money. Okay. So the UIC, impact their policy might be good, or the manifesto, whatever them put, and maybe that's what Mr. Pastor use. Tell the people if you go read and see manifesto and interested to do not know if I manifesto, it's good enough. But that's how politics work.
If you catch a bunch of jackass and you can ride them well.
That's not how it works.
That's how it works. That's how it works for the UIC.
So, yeah, I tell you, the man never donate nothing to the woman need. Nothing at all.
My friend, I have a call coming in.
All right, Jeffrey, have a good day.
Yeah. Good morning, you're live. Do you want to talk live or you want to talk to me privately?
No, I'll talk to you on the program.
Okay, welcome my good friend, head boy. How are you doing?
I'm good, my brother. How are you?
I'm here looking and living. According to Wilmot Perkins in dead.
I said last night, by the time I catch you, my brother, I didn't realize you had messaged me because I was on some calls. But I was so sad that I didn't get to come and speak about the St. Thomas issue because it is. Let me declare my bias quickly.
Go ahead.
Right? Councillor Washi Brian was my good friend. Yeah? I went in Eastern St. Thomas in 2016. That's how long I've been out there. Fenton Ferguson was one of my political mentors.
Yes.
Yeah? Him teach me how to dance. Yeah? Because nobody can dance like Fenton, Yeah?
Not even Manaya.
Not even Manaya. Fenton is light on his legs, meaning Fenton is a good ska dancer.
Okay.
Right? And he's a very good dancer. And I can tell you this, that Washi Brian was a very good counselor. Yeah? He lives just right around the car. He just live on the hill there overlooking the corner, the bend at Moran Bay. Yeah? And he came from nothing, yeah, to a man who owned a massive mansion house in St. Thomas. Not because of politics, but before he came into politics, he was doing his businesses. Yeah? And, one day I sat with Washi and Washi told me how he made his wealth. Yeah? And it is so good to see you had people in in communities, in even representational politics. And his thing was always he went to the youth, he always push entrepreneurship. Yeah? I'm always telling them, do this, do that. Put a little thing out there. Even if it's a stall they set up, he may help you with it. And that's his thing. And to see how they're treating the death of this man who has served this country. Let me explain to you. Washi gave up his right to live in the US, just to serve in Jamaica,
I want people. Let me tell you something. Head boy, let me tell you something. With all people may say Jeffrey, I mustn't say it. You know what? I can't keep my mouth shut. Say it, sir. Go ahead.
So imagine a man give up his right, right, just to serve his country. And this is how his country is treating the man in debt. That you cannot call a by-election in there on time, but you can find through your machinations, you can find time to call a by-election in Northeast Center. But Jeffrey, I am not in support of the decision of the other parties to contest the election. And I think some of them need to be born out. Yeah? I say so. I don't mean physical burnout. Let me clarify what I mean.
Yes.
In Jamaican terminology, when we say burnout, it means that we're saying they must be chastised. Yeah? So some of these political parties who have entered the race need to be chastised. Nobody should have entered. They should have made Matthew run by himself alone.
But hold on your head, boy. If Matthew was alone, come December 30, there would never be an election, They would have just put him as MP because he's only him alone as candidate.
And that is the point. And let me tell you why. Because they would not get no practice to see which part them they're behind. What they're trying to do in this by-election, let me help you, because I'm a numbers man, Jeffrey.
Go ahead, man.
Right? What they're trying to do in the by-election is that what they're trying to do is to achieve to see how much voters they can pull out. So they want to see what has it been like under Shahini, what has it been like under Marsha, and then what has it been like under Matthew. Right? And I'm saying, if the other parties, third parties, don't give them that opportunity, them not gonna know which part them they're behind. So okay, suppose it's only 4,000 persons from the JLP come out to vote, then they will know, oh well, typically we would have gone at about 8,000 votes in the constituency. So we're 4,000 behind. Yeah? You understand what I'm saying, Jeffrey?
Yes, man, I hear you.
So when you enter the race with them, you are giving them an opportunity to do map up after. And that's what they're looking to do. Because they know they're weak in Northeast Centre, right? And even if Marsha stay there, as much as the people love her, they remember that they are running against a PNP candidate who is the principal or former principal of the Steertown Academy. Yeah? Which means all of those students in Senans Bay and down there in Miami Bay and Steertown and up in Parry Town, right? All of those students know him in some of their stronghold areas in exchange. Yeah?
Yes.
So the younger generation is actually with him. Let me tell you, that is what is the problem that they're facing down there, Yeah? Because, students have a way of supporting them teachers, regardless of how bad they was in school. Even if the principal did beat you, go and still remember saying he was there for you. Yeah?
True.
So in rural politics, there's always a love for doctors and teachers. We have always seen that. Yeah? Rural politics have produced a lot of MPs who are teachers themselves and doctors. Yeah? So I know what they're doing. And I am saying, I don't know how the UIC and even this independent gentleman who's running by himself make them hoodwink them into it.
But
they should have
embarrassed. Head boy. Forget about the hoodwink. Yesterday was nomination day. And not one soul from the UIC went with the man on the man and son up go down to the nomination booth. That don't look bad.
He should not have gone in the first place. So they did the right thing. I am not moving from my position.
But hold on, head boy. Hold on. I understand you have a position that you stand by. All right, let's say it was a general election then. And all of us contest in it. And only the one man from the UIC and some dopey go down the nomination booth. That not look bad, sir?
Well, here the issue. The issue is simple to you, and I've been saying this for a longest while. I Woman, you think that I've never been approached by the UIC to come and join them? Approached by the NDM to come and join them? I have. But why can't I join institutions like those? And let me tell you why. First of all, you cannot. These institutions are run on the personality politics. It is I call it the cult politics, the personality cult politics. Yes. So it is these movements tend to be leader-centric movements. Yeah. So if the leader is loved, then the movement thrives. But if the leader is not loved, the movement don't thrive. Yeah.
So you're saying that nobody love Mr. Patterson?
Jeffrey not going to put word in my mouth.
No, I don't do such things at all. Like at your Lambro, bro. No.
Huh? No, I don't put things in my mouth.
Oh
but
God.
essentially, what it is, Jeffrey, and we're looking at it on a serious note.
Yes.
That essentially what it is, right, is that for example, the UIC started out with a scheme when it first was introduced. Yeah, in the pandemic, they stood up to the authorities, read some of the things they were doing, and even had Mr. Patterson jailed himself. Yeah, being jailed. So they have had a philosophy, or their approach has not been a bad one. But here the challenge with it, and this is free advice to any third party, right? Free advice. I wrote a paper. I was asked to do a research when I was in sixth form, Jeffrey. So it's a long time me involved in the politics, you know. And you know what what I submitted to the Caribbean Cape for my sociology research? The roles of third parties in Jamaica. Yeah. And I had to introduce them before he died. Right? I had the privilege of speaking to Brasco Lee, yes, who was a founding member, DK Duncan, Bruce Golding, and I forget this lady. She lives now in Atlanta. But these are the major and the same Mr. Man there, Williams, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Michael Williams?
Right? Michael Williams.
Yes.
Right. And I spoke to them, each of them, and then I was able to compile my report. And in the discussions with and that is from them time DK Duncan know that I was a politically astute person. I said to DK, and I said to Bruce at the time when I got the opportunity to speak to him, right? And I want to thank, it was also more so because
hold
of the
on
relation.
head boy. You sent something to my phone. Should I do that now?
No man. We stay here. So
Okay,
so seeing that we're here. Okay. Right. So you're late to the draw, man. You're late to the draw. So Stephen, who is a very good friend of mine, Stephen Golden set up the meeting we met. Bruce and DK, KD. No, DK, yes. Didn't realize that my knowledge was so good. So when I said to them, when they asked me what is the solution, because you have to make recommendation. And my recommendation was that a third party don't run 60.
Third party don't do what? Head boy. Oh Lord. It seems the head boy has been kicked off by the Labour Party.
It's because Jeffrey?
Yes.
No, I'm here. I not study them. Them can't Labor can't come from my line. Yeah?
Go ahead.
Matter of fact, when you hearing me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. No, I'm saying the Labour Party can kick me off because when I was about to born and my granny heard that my mother was going into Labour, she said, "Not fair, daughter." Yeah. She said, make the boy born in my yard, which I did born at my yard too. But on a serious note, Jeffrey, I was making the point, and that my recommendation then, and DK Duncan and Bruce Golding agreed, and Michael Williams, was that any third party who is going to run needs to look at seats that are easily won. For example, why isn't the third parties focused on going into central Kingston? Yeah? It is one of the smallest seats in the country. That's one. Yeah? Two, you have a smaller seat like that of Eastern or West Eastern and over. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's smaller in number. So what you need to do, you cannot be taking. So when you spread yourself as a third party who's just entering the race, don't have the finances like the established parties, don't have the grandfathers like the established parties have. How you going to take on an election? You're going to try to run across the entire country? No matter mad. What you need to do is the leader should go into a seat that that their party assesses that they have a chance of winning. Yeah, and you mobilize all the troops behind him. Then you make him get a seat so him have a political platform in the house to speak on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And from there, so now you build your base. Because you can now say you have a seat in parliament.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you build around that. And if you want to go target another one the next electoral cycle, you target another one. Whilst you defend the one that the leader has. Am I making sense, Jeffrey?
You are making absolutely good sense, sir.
So they're wasting their resources and their time thinking that they can make it in across the 63 seats. Yeah. So when you listen to these fellows, right? They're not ready for prime time. I've listened to Patterson, and Patterson is not ready for prime time. He don't even know what politics mean. I'm being frank with you.
So let me ask a question,
that,
head boy. As a Jamaican citizen, a man who with knowledge, you have a wealth of knowledge there, you know, and you sit down and you analyze stuff before you speak. When you look on the UIC, and they will bombard YouTube channels and whatever, vote for the UIC, vote for the UIC. And when you ask them, because I kept asking Mr. Patterson, if and when the local government election is called, would you have people to put in there for it? In dance around the question. I asked a question on this program many times. I said, are you willing to put up candidates for the 63 seats in this country? No. The constituent said, why am I not coming and put up myself? I said, I beg your pardon, me tell you some more into politics. You are the one who have this party going around parading as Jamaica's third party. And the UIC never contest the local government election. The UIC,
you know what?
Hold on for me. The UIC is contesting the by-election. Only one soul walk with the man and son duppy. Nobody else. Go ahead for me, head boy.
And they're contesting a by-election that, and let me show you how politically insensitive these guys are. And it borderline stupidity let me not use the word. Stupidity is a strong word. Yeah. Let's say that they're not quite political savvy. Yes, I'm gonna be very diplomatic today on a Thursday. So tomorrow is Friday. Friday I can say I want on a Friday.
Yeah, when I call JB, go ahead.
J who?
The drunk
we
road
talking
man.
about JD Vance?
No man, no. A little distill of the cane.
Oh, you're talking about if I have an encounter at the Jamaican bar.
Yes.
I haven't been called. I'm waiting on my call. But on a serious note, I'm saying that in relation to what you have said, with these guys and the seriousness, the same concept applies. For example, the party should look within itself of persons that it has that says, okay, let's, for example, Patterson is from St. Elizabeth, all right? Wherever in St. Elizabeth he is from, I believe he's from Southwest, if I'm not mistaken. Correct, I might be wrong.
Yeah.
Why isn't it that in the last local government election, as a leader, he didn't put up himself down there for run? That's one.
Somebody saying on the platform here that he did. I don't remember if he have did, because I didn't see anything come up as he ran for local government election at all.
I double check. I stand corrected. But even so, hear what? Because people just love you say one point and they don't even listen to what you're really saying. And that's what that caller has done, or that listener has done. Because where I'm heading, I am saying that there needs to be a calculative approach. So if Patterson entered the local government election down there, all of his ground forces should have been down there with him. Meaning, he would then have one whatever division, which he would have been an independent councillor, and he could, because quite frankly in St. Elizabeth, the number now is let me see, we have Balaclava, we have Silo, no, we have Balaclava, we have Braze River, right? No, Braze River, yeah, Balaclava is a division by itself as well. And Santa Cruz, right? What we'd right. And I think we have some others from South. South always
But
bring.
head boy,
What I'm saying, but let me finish the point quickly. What I'm saying is that they are spreading themselves too thin. First of all, they don't have the resources to take on the entire length and breadth of Jamaica. So the same concept applies. You find at least 5 candidates, because remember, there's 200 and something divisions in the country. Yeah. You find 5 candidates and you make them spread out east, west, sorry, or Cornwall, Middlesex, and Surrey. So you could even find 3 strong candidates, and you run them in those counties, and you divide up your team. Yeah, and one team that if it's Pedro Plains division, right? One in the Raytown division if it's Raytown, right? And one in another division if it is Hanover, wherever. And you give those 3 individuals, including your president, the support to win. But when you talk about you want 200 and had, Virgin, let me tell you something. Elections are not cheap enough.
But head boy, how long the UIC has been around?
The UIC came on the scene since what? Boy, I'm getting old. I think they came on the scene just after the general elections of 2016.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
So hold on now. You're telling me that them don't have enough money to run at least 3 seats? They want the money they collect? But
here, once again, there goes to another issue that I don't want to get involved in. Because in 2011, after Portia lost the election in 2016, there were fingers being pointed as to who take campaign donation. And I'm bringing it up now because I know a lot of them going vex with me. But me don't care. Because one thing with me never go to one of them, go knock them door and tell them, beg them a night dinner. Yeah? I have been as faithful, and even sometimes me take up when we shouldn't go give them. So the truth be told, right? The truth be said, is that this shows you their lack of understanding. Because when them feel good, we say, oh, we're fielding 20 candidates in 20 seats. And you know that at least 20 of them can win. It's a waste of time. It's the same approach that the JLP and the PNP do when them send you into a garrison seat. Oh, we're sending our strongest soldier into Tivoli, into West Kingston. And you can't damn win at West Kingston. Right? We're sending our strongest soldier to go battle Angela Brown-Burke in Southwest. And you can't win. They're just hyping up people. So it's wasting your resources when it could have been better spent. Remember, Raytown division in Central Kingston in 2016 local government election was won by only 1 vote. Let me repeat that again. Kentire division that the PNP just won to secure the parish council was won by under 14 votes. Yeah? So
that
what
means
am
the
I
Jamaican
saying?
people not voting at all, headboard.
No, the people are not voting, and that is where the opportunity exists for third parties. And I'm not, by the way, understand that me not really advocate for a third party, because you know which part me there.
So hold on, headboard, before you go any further. That means that you and I can start a third party, man.
Well, depending on what you call that, how you spell that third. How you spell the third? THURD, no? And we could invite Jerry Small as our party chairman.
No, hold on, no. Jerry, my good friend Jerry Small. Jerry, morning to you, if you're listening to us. One thing with Jerry, Jerry told the Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs, so listen to me. You can't in the chat. Fire there, moose still and think a cool breeze, yeah.
But hold on, it's not done yet.
Yeah.
It's not done yet. I want you to look at what is happening now with as they talk about the machinations. Because before I came on the program, and that's one of the reasons why I called you, I saw that Dayton Campbell's defamation case with the Helvans. When poor Dayton has even defamed Darrell, right? Yes. is set to be next year, February 2025. Next year. I want people to understand the significance of February next year. Right?
That's
February
election. That's election month.
Ah.
That's general election month in Jamaica, and that is why I'm saying to the Jamaican people on this platform, let it be heard far and wide. The soul of Jamaica's democracy relies in the hands of the Jamaican people come February of 2025. Let me repeat. The soul of Jamaica's democracy relies on the Jamaican people come February 2025. Jamaicans, wake up. Go ahead for me, head boy.
So the machinations, because when you have the wife of a former minister, because he's no longer a minister now, when you have the wife of a nominated candidate of the party, using her sphere at one of the newspaper companies, I didn't call nobody name, yeah, and they're doing it in such a political biased manner. It is absolutely embarrassing and shameful, to say the least, that these people would engage in the way in which they're engaging, right? Because what is happening is it's a divide, not a divide, but there's a over the next couple of months you're going to be hearing stories that as old people say come into bump, yeah. So there's going to be a lot of distractions. The first distraction is this by-election, because you have to understand that what the JLP was intending to do, they wanted the PNP to contest the by-election. Because if the PNP had contested and lose, they would have then gone to their conference in November. Let me explain what's happening here. They would have gone to their conference in November, and they would have then used ride on that momentum, yeah, to say see they will beat them in the 3 by-elections, right? But the problem that they have is they will call Nigel Clark's by-election immediately after this, which is stupid. Because what should have happened, right? They should have forced Nigel to resign, seeing that he has indicated he's leaving in October, and then run the 2 if so be the case, if they were serious about saving taxpayers' money. I understand why them can't go down on Mama D's seat, because them can't touch Mama D's seat. Mama D has made it clear she not go nowhere.
But hold on there. Let me ask a question then. Did the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Maricia Dahl Philibert, did she resign as a member of Parliament, or she just resign as a speaker?
Go ask the clerk.
And why I'm asking that question,
I know.
Is that the Jamaican people have been paying some people in politics, in Parliament, who has not been in the Parliament for a long time, and they're still collecting a salary. And that should not be.
And look here. If they were sitting as councillors in any parish municipal corporation, they would have been kicked out.
There you go.
I wonder, you remember you had the council for Catadupa, right? In South St. James. I don't ever remember the saga in 2020, leading up to 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
The man is visually impaired, meaning he is blind. Yeah? The man was unable to make it to sittings because he was never always blind. He just had caught the thing, meaning stigmatization, the thing in his eyes just a little bit before 2020. Do you remember, right?
Mm-hmm.
The old damn forward mayor they had from Antigua Bay, right? That not the one that's there now. I think his name Vernon, right?
Richard Vernon is there now.
Right, but who was before him? Wasn't it the same Vernon? He had replaced.
No, man, somebody else.
Right, so whomever the clown was before him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I say so with no water in my mouth. They removed the councillors from the city. Remember, they attempted. They removed him, kicked him out of the corporation, citing that the corporation has rules in terms of membership attendance. And they tried the same thing with Sylvan Reid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also the councillor from what they call that famous place, man. Oh, that the Allens are from, that Janice Allen's father is from. Forget the place down there. But you know where I'm talking.
Yes.
Right? He's a former deputy mayor. He was deputy mayor when the man from Maroon Town was mayor in 2012. Yeah. So when you really look at it from Granville, the council of Granville, his name just slipping me, right?
Yes.
But they had attempted to kick out them because they said that attendance levels were low. So I'm saying, imagine you have this sort of rigorous treatment for councillors in the council, but in parliament, a man can stick for the entire year and don't come. Yeah, and there's no penalty, there's nothing to dock him pay. That is why they raise the salaries of parliamentarians, because they're giving these guys a retirement package. I tell you, they're giving them a retirement package, right? And quite frankly, we have the same in the PNP. So I can't bash one side and don't bash the other side, in all fairness. Because we have a Peter Phillips who has not been coming to parliament. Yes, not.
And that should not be.
Well, no. We have a Hugh Graham who has not been coming to parliament. Yeah?
And collecting taxpayers' money same way.
Right? And I'm saying at this stage, I can understand the situation with Dr. Phillips, because Dr. Phillips' health is not at the best.
Just like Mike.
However, and so as Mike Henry, those cases I can understand, and oddly, you can understand them because their health is in advanced serious situation. Yeah? So you can understand those cases. And in instances, these guys are on the lot, they're just 9 months away. So I say you can leave them.
They're on the departure lounge.
Exactly. They're virtually not going back. And I'm saying, I understand the idea of not calling by elections in those, because they're not seeking re-election. Right? But when you go to somebody who, like Marsha Seat, was not seeking re-election as well, and then go call a by-election, what's the purpose of that? The woman was going to step down by February, if they call it in February. Right? And she would have stepped down if they plan to call it in May. But my information is that it is not going to be called in February, Jeffrey. Let me give you a spoiler alert. Yeah? That you must be prepared for a holy election. Yeah?
So hold on there. What you're saying to me, that they may call the election, the general election this year?
No, I say
next year, December?
For a whole which
oh, you mean the Easter weekend?
Okay. Because you have to understand, these guys are not going to call an election without going to the budget to go call a fancy budget. Yeah?
And that is why I'm saying
let me say them go and cut them load of bull crap. Yeah?
What I'm saying in the head,
and make promises. Go ahead, Jeffrey.
What I'm saying is this. Is that the Jamaican people must demand fixed election date. It cannot be at the behest of any prime minister from any political party that they decide to call election when they feel like calling the election. No.
But remember, this was a linchpin to the JLT's campaign. Yeah? The JLT told us that would be that we would get fixed election dates. Yeah? So it was a linchpin, and he said within the first 100 days. I don't know if 100 days not come yet.
No, he can't count, Remember, say he can't count.
Oh, well, and then him now have Nigel around him now who could barely count, but was helping him to count. Yeah? So, you see, one thing I am telling you, these guys are taking us for a ride, just. Yeah? They are taking the country for a ride. And the worst part of it is not that they're paying for the ride, it's a free ride.
But the fact of the matter is, head boy, the Jamaican people allow them to take them for a ride.
No, you cannot. And you see, I don't take that approach. Jeffrey.
Why?
And I have seen a lot of people bashing the Jamaican people and the Jamaican people this and the Jamaican people that and the Jamaican people this. I don't join that effort. And let me tell you why I don't join it. Jamaicans are selective as to what they want to get upset about. Right? Because for example, let police go down in a Tivoli go shoot a youth right now, you see the whole place black. Yeah? So it is what we have, and we have become so as the media as well. We have become selective outrage. That's what they call it. Yeah, selective outrage. So we're outraged by things because it bother us, but once it not bother we, yeah.
Yes. Head boy, let me ask a question. Are you busy at the moment? Could come on and the stream yard thing?
Okay. Let me come on the stream.
Right, because I send it to you. I want to see a video. I send it link to you. Come on and
Okay.
All right. Welcome to the program. We're speaking to Head Boys. He's gonna join us on our stream. The Jamaican people are asking questions this morning about Mr. Joseph Patterson not supporting his candidate for the by-election. About, I think for the by-election. And it begs to ask questions. Is Mr. Patterson serious? I don't think Isaac is going to run for an MP, I don't think Isaac going to run for an MP. I can ask him for you, but I doubt it, Sinclair. I doubt it. Oh my God, this is funny. And and when we look on the whole thing of what is going on in this country, Mr. Patterson put up himself as a candidate. I want to say good morning to Rockers Radio. We're live on air in Jamaica. We are live on air in Jamaica. Good afternoon or good morning to Rockers Radio. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly, because Jeffrey Brain going left, right, and center. Sugar Wayne, send me the correct name now, please. We're live on air. We are live on air in the land of food and water. The Jamaican people is asking questions this morning. Why is it that Mr. Joseph Patterson of the UIC allow his candidate to walk alone on nomination day? The man and some duppy walk alone to the nomination booth. Mr. Patterson was the one who in that he wants to reform Jamaica. The two political tribe is no good for Jamaica. Mr. Patterson never contests. I'm starting to be corrected. The local government election. No, he allowed one lone wolf to walk to the nomination booth. I know my good friend Head Boy is saying, Jeffrey, forget about it. But we have to talk about it, Head Boy. Because the fact of the matter is, you put up yourself, Mr. Patterson, as Jamaica's next best. The next best to Jamaica is the UIC. But the Jamaican people must vote for the UIC. Yet they don't have 63 candidates.
Jeffrey, can you hear me?
Go ahead, man, loud and clear.
Let me depressurize.
Go ahead.
Let me depressurize you, my friend.
Speak a little louder.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn up this volume. I think the volume. Let me depressurize you, right? Insane to you, my friend. You remember we had an institution that was called OLINT?
Hold on for me. I don't know why you're so low. You're very low.
I'm not coming through my computer, so it can be an issue. I'm on my phone.
Oh.
I'm on my phone. I've entered the studio from my phone. I'm having some issues.
Okay, go ahead.
But tell me if you hear me much better now.
If I speak a little louder, I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, let me speak in the mic. You should be able to hear me much better now.
Much better. Almighty can hear from beyond the grave.
Oh, don't wake him up because it will be a problem. No, I am saying to you, my friend and brother, right? That you remember we had a company called OLINT?
What? I'm not hearing you.
OLINT.
Holness.
Run by David Smith. OLINT, the financial company.
Yes, I remember the Panzer scheme there.
Right. Remember we had another one named Cash Plus.
Yes.
That ended up being cashless. Yeah?
Yes.
And then the other day we had SSML. Yes?
Right.
Now, what I want to say, all of those three institutions told us when they started out that they were going to revolutionize the financial market. Yeah?
Right.
Well, it's the same thing UIC tell us. What happened to them three institutions? So I'm making comparison in saying that it is all well and good when you have good plans. Yeah? But the UIC strikes me as a man who is looking a girl, but him have all this sweet and pretty talk. But when the girl say, what no? Buy me one credit no? Buy me a lunch no? Yeah? Him start back off. Yeah? And in a sense, I am making it simple so people can understand the analogy. In a sense, what has happened to the UIC is they have been burnt out. Let me repeat again. They have been burnt out because they have spread themselves too thin. Go back to the same point I'm making, Jeffrey. There's no
Yes.
need for a third party to be taking on 63 seats in Jamaica. No need. The third party needs to contest at least 2 sure seats it believes it can win. Yeah? And put the support behind it. Put your top dog, your president, and you put your maybe another good fighting chance you think you can have. And what they need to also do is they need to actually go through the areas and do some real mapping. So, for example, a man like Jeffrey, who is from Westmoreland, they should have called Jeffrey and said, Jeffrey,
Call who? Me? Me? I make something clear. I make something clear on Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio 24/7. Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio over there in Jamaica. I'm gonna make something clear on this platform here this morning. Here.
Jeffrey, I was making the light.
No, hold on, man. I know say joke here, but hold on there because on a previous program I had, the good gentleman, Mr. Patterson, said to me that I must put up myself as candidate. I can run from here to downtown Negril. So how me not run from Negril to Garden House? You know which party?
Let me tell you.
The question we need to ask ourselves doing ahead, boy. Is the Jamaican people, are we ready for a third party in our country? And I believe if a third party come good, we may be ready. We may be. But when you have a third party who cannot tell the people of Jamaica about their finance, then something wrong somewhere.
One second, if your mic is going really bad. You're getting some bad feedback from your mic.
From my mic?
Speak again, let me hear you sound.
Audio testing. Anybody hearing me properly?
I wonder. Yeah. Final from the
Maybe it's you, man.
It's me?
Then hold on, somebody come into the system, yeah?
Yes. Pardon me. They have invaded us.
Audio testing, mic 1. Can you all hear me clearly? What on earth is going on here? Audio testing, mic 1. Can you all hear me clearly?
Ooh.
Head boy, go out and come back and let me see something.
Yeah, let me come out and come back in.
Oh, they're saying yes. Oh, thank you. Remember to like, share. Share up this live feed. Share up this live feed. Like, share, and subscribe. I think maybe it's head boy system giving problem, you know, not mine. Because I end up borrowing my wife's laptop because my laptop looks like it gone dead. We're trying to get about 2 other computers to make sure we can have the live feeds them properly. Like up this live feed, share this live feed. We're speaking about what's going on in St. Ann. Let me play this video here. Thank you very much, Jamaican TV. Hey, Jamaican TV, how are you doing, my friend? I want you to listen to this video here, and we're going to speak about the entire video now. Not only the man from the UIC. Listen to this.
Bells, drums, and drinks in hand, the JLP's green dominated the streets of St. Anne's Bay. Not even the parching heat could halt the mission to put Matty Samuda on the party's election ticket. Within minutes, Matthew Samuda was confirmed, much to the joy of his supporters. There was no such support for the two other candidates nominated on Wednesday, Chase Neal of the United Independence Congress and David Anderson, an independent. Mr. Neal explained the importance of facing the JLP at the polls in northeastern St. Anne.
If representation of people was important to the government would have ensured that at all levels the people are represented. Now, we can't allow this political trickery and manipulating the system to go unanswered, and so the people now will have a voice to choose whether they will vote for what the government has enacted, or if they will present their voice showing that we will not stand for corruption and manipulating the process.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness, while addressing JLP supporters at a short mass meeting Wednesday, again responded to concerns about the area still without representation.
It is only the case that Matthew's election is the first to be called, but all others will be called, and in short order. So what does that say to you? Get ready for all the other by-elections to come.
As for the independent contesting this by-election, he has ties to the PNP. I put the question to him about his connections to the party, which is not contesting this by-election.
Was on the process of vying for councillor in the local government, past local government elections, but that fell through.
This was on the PNP side?
Yes, it was on the People's National Party side.
The independent candidate's ties to the PNP explained this comment from Mr. Samuda while issuing a charge to JLP supporters.
And Labourites are wanted to be focused. We have an election to win. We must beat the independents after the PNP, because there is no such thing as an independent candidate in this race. It is the PNP. So I need you to stand with me, to walk with me, to work with me, and I will do the same, and I will be here for you as I have been here for 18 months.
But hold on there. What Mr. Samuda is saying, that Jamaica shouldn't have an independent candidate? Where in the Constitution Matthew Samuda says that? Where in Jamaica's Constitution, Mr. Matthew Samuda, where in the Constitution of Jamaica state that you can't have an independent candidate? You're saying independent candidate is a PNP candidate? But you can't fool the Jamaican people. You can't fool the Jamaican people. Full time wants to fool the Jamaican people, man. Head boy, go ahead, because I think you're having some problem. Head boy, welcome back to the program. Not hearing you, where's it? Hold on.
Call you on this format for now until I get back my computer up.
Okay. Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. I just listened to what Matthew said. Yeah. I just listened to the clip, so you can proceed in talking about the clip, because I just listened to it.
Right.
Go ahead.
So Mr. Samuda, where in the Constitution of this country that you and your party trying to rewrite, it states that we can't have independent candidates in this country? Where? A full town staff for the Jamaican people, you know.
And let me make this.
I have a question to ask you. Is it true that Isaac Buchanan is going to Eastern Portland?
Who said that?
Some people on the platform are spreading propaganda about my good friend Isaac Buchanan.
I thought it's not good. Let me help you. There are two, and I'm glad you brought this East Portland matter up, because I need to address it, and I'm going to address it frontally and with an assault. Yeah?
Yes.
And hear me now. You know me, and you know that I'm not afraid of anyone. Yeah? What is happening in East Portland is a joke, and it's a damn disgrace, to say the least. In formerly MP Bloomfield, when he was killed, Linval Bloomfield was my personal friend. Yeah. When he was killed in 2019, 2018 actually.
Mhm.
2018, 2019. The seat was in a turmoil. The man went down there. We know what happened. He stayed, tried to help, but eventually left. For all that period, then them find one pastor man from wherever he come from, say he want to run and he come run and lose. Colin Bell has been the stabilizer in East Portland from then. Yeah? Colin Bell is who has been taking the fight to the JLP in the constituency. A matter of fact, in the entire damn parish, to be exact. Yeah?
Mhm.
Now, I am hearing of that the party, through the GenSec, right? I'm not afraid to call name, because I'm not afraid of nobody. Yeah? That they are now taking a decision that they want to open up the seat. And what they're trying to do through the two sitting councillors, who, by the way, them are non-progressive element, right? Meaning that they have been there and they presided over being sitting councillors while the seat has been declining. Yeah? I want to make that point. Now they are taking the decision to remove Colin Bell, right? Or open it up. I don't know whatever decision they're going to do. And they want to have Andre Hilton, who used to run, who was the former MP for Eastern St. Andrew. Yeah?
Yes.
And let me be clear. Let me be clear about this, because me now hold down my mouth and talk. I'm not afraid of nobody. And who in the PNP don't want to talk to me after this, I won't die. I will live. But truth must rise and lies must die. Yeah? So what it in essence, what happened in East Portland is the party used Colin Bell to organize East Portland, and they now want to give the seat to Andre Hilton. So no left out Isaac Buchanan outside. Isaac now have no desire for representational politics. Yeah, that's one. So let's just be clear about that. Right? What it is a damn shame and disgrace. And I have said it in no uncertain terms, and I've said it to some of my friends in East Portland. When you go conference, you no need fit as delegates of the constituency raise this matter with the party. Because why is it now at this stage, less than 9 months away from an election, you're going to try to move a man who has been working? By the way, Colin Bell has been the one who has alerted the nation to the importance of the entertainment industry. Yeah? He has been talking so forcefully about what we can earn. The man tell us the entertainment industry is valued $3 trillion globally, Jeffrey. Yeah. And if we're able to make 1% of that, it's $30 billion for Jamaican economy. In terms of that, we pump into the economy to create the creatives. Creatives include the sport as well. Yeah. So why would a party want to remove a man at this stage who has done all of the work?
You know,
I am told, and I'm going to hush my mouth now. I am told that when that meeting was held in East Portland and the General Secretary was there, right, that they asked, the General Secretary asked the questions of the councillors. What issue do you have with Colin Bell? Them can't say it. One, say him now, he don't want to say it. And then they press him and him say it. And him say his issue is that Colin maybe was with him one time, him no girlfriend. So it's panty politics these big men trying to play.
So Colin is doing what?
Colin was with his now girlfriend, meaning this councillor who said that, right? The councillor who said that, right? He said that the reason for his disagreement with Colin Bell was that Colin used to date his current girlfriend. Yeah?
Let me say something here now.
So what sort of pettiness?
These people are not fit to be in politics.
What sort of pettiness? What sort of pettiness? And that is why we saw the onslaught in East Portland, because they were divided. They were busy trying to carve out a way to get out Colin out of the seat. And I want to speak to the former JTA president, Royal Speed, right? Who also is involved in the nonsense in the seat.
Oh, you mean
because he
you mean the disgraced Minister of Education?
No man, I said Royal Speed, not Royal Reed.
Who's Royal Speed?
Two different people. You don't know Principal Speed.
Oh.
You don't know Russell Farmer Prime Principal, Mr. Speed?
I heard about him, yes.
Yes, he's the former JTA president. No mix up Mr. Speed with thief in Royal Reed. two different persons. They might have the same role, but one is ruin and one is ruel. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So Mr. Speed is an honorable gentleman, but I'm saying the infractions and the infighting in the constituency, it need to stop because what you are doing. But I have inside information that this so-called Hilton who wants to run down there, let them come take it to me and let him write to me.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, I love to hear.
Right. So I'm saying Andre could take it up with me. I know his past and he's my comrade and I have no bad things to say about my comrade. But comrade, there's a time when you need to just cool. He has done this in almost every constituency. Him go Mobile, him left down there. Him go South St. Elizabeth, him left down there. So why is it? And it's the same pattern. So who tell him to come in Eastern Portland? He needs to answer who sent him.
You know something?
And I can tell you, if he does not answer within the next week, I will say who sent him because I know it's who sent him. I know it's who him do business with. That's it for you, brethren. I done.
I remember when the late Andrea Moore.
Yes, my good friend too.
May her soul rest in eternal peace. Oh, there's a call coming on the line. Oh, there's a call coming on the line here.
Let me free up the line then, Jeffrey, and see if I can come back in.
Right.
Let me see if it gives the same feedback, then it's obvious that I have to stay on the line. But let me try again. Let me free up the line and let the person call. I will call him back. All right, okay. No problem.
Good morning, Miss P. How you doing?
Morning. Me there, man. Me there crash. Well, reason for me to call so early.
Yes.
But we come with his name. We call him again. Good morning, sir. Your name again.
Head boy. He's offline now.
Head boy.
Yes.
All right. I hear him make a suggestion, and if that is true, I am calling on Mr. Mark Golden. Sir, you have the whole country in your hand. Don't watch it to look green here, fly up. Listen me now. You don't have to go to university if you have knowledge. Common sense beat everything. PNP is by the people, for the people. So don't let no who want go Ugal. Go to the constituency. Listen what the people want Colin Bell, give them what they want. We don't want a dictator. Colin Bell was there working, and did all and call him dog, flea, chink, and everything. And he support.
And hold on, Miss P. I was gonna get to that, you know. When Thirsty Everall Warmington call Mr. Bell chink, flea, and dog, dog, but whatever. Nobody from the People's National Party came out and said no, he must stop it. Colin Bell is the only person you know, this and for far too long, the two political parties has been pushing people down the people and throat in this country. For far too long, they've been doing it, and they need to stop it.
And Mr. Golden, let me tell you, Mr. Golden, you have this. We love you, we respect you, and we are going to support. We are support you, and we are going to support you bigger. But don't make nobody in the PNP tell you to put their friend that is the same thing going on in JLP. We don't want that the pattern then no time at all. You go to the constituency and the division them, and you listen what the people them say, and them live there, and them are feel it, and them are sleepy, and them are eat, and them are walk, they don't know everything, but they listen them. Not because you might not know me. Eh?
You remember when she's now deceased, her funeral is sometime next month or this month. The late Andrea Moore was in East Portland. And I said it on a program. I was living in Jamaica then. I said they must not move that woman and put anybody else there. They moved her and put Damien there. Damien Crawford is a very good friend of mine and I respect him. But I said to them, do not move her. They moved her and put Damien and they lost the seat. The PNP do not learn. They are gonna happen. It's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. Go ahead.
Well, I tell Mark G, listen to people them. You have it, do not make it at the 9th hour. You are going to dash away. Any constituency you're going in a division, walk with the people, talk that man they say. Walk with the people, talk with the people, ask them what they want, reason with them. If they tell us what they want the foul, give them the foul. And once they get them foul, they might go eat. But if you give them pork, then I want if you yam. They want who you want. And you get your party up and running. Call him Bella the one who clean the nastiness where one time look on the big man and call him dark flea chink and everything. All him woman disrespect and tell him this and that. You can't do that. Mr. Hilton may come from one community. We respect you, we rate you, we love you, but no. If I saw now going to the bad man thing, I said thing that the Labour Party and we are run for the bad man thing. So Angelo, he take out the woman's forcefully 24 hours. He called by election. I want to do brother. No fun enough. No bother with the friend thing and the brethren thing and the stitching thing all that so. Because see like when you see we have born and you. That's why I thought we no going and do foolishness. So me I beg you sir. Nobody start it. Right, and because you and Damien a friend, whoever a friend, you and me a friend. We and me work for the country, work for the people, and for the grandpitney, great grandpitney, and we are set up with them. And that we want, brother. So nobody come with your take out and force out. The man was there a long time. If he want to come out, fear. But you don't do that that night. Oh God, man. That follow nobody. Nobody. All right, me going back after.
All right, Miss B. Thank you very much. Head boy, welcome back to the program.
Yes, my friend, you hearing me?
Loud and clear. Hearing me loud and clear now?
Yes, man, and I heard Miss P. Thank you, Miss P. Thank you.
Yes.
We cannot have, Jeffrey, what we cannot have, right? And you know me. I know after I am done talking to you here.
Put the phone to your mouth, head boy, because I can hardly hear you.
You hearing me now, no?
Yes, a little bit better, yes.
Right. I'm saying after we're done here, right? I know I'm going to be getting calls from certain people. And when yes, I'm here with you, Jeffrey. I'm here with you. I don't think this format is going to work for me. No. Let me join you, Jeffrey. It's not stable.
Okay,
it's
go ahead.
It's not stable here, Jeffrey. Let me join you on the line.
All
and
right,
I'm
no
gonna
problem.
just free up the line in 10 minutes. Yeah, let me join you on the line. It's not.
We're here talking to head boy. Welcome back to the program, head boy.
Right, you hearing me now?
Yeah, man, much better.
Right. Let me be clear, right? I mean, I look no friend from nobody in the PNP executive. And then I have to be my friend. No, I have the greatest level of respect for the party leader. And I have the greatest level of respect for the chairman and the GenSec, as officers of the party. Right? But we have been seeing this nonsense happening now for too long. Right? The same nonsense occurred in Portmore when they have made Alric Campbell out to be a troublemaker, right? When in fact, the people have said they want Alric. When the people voted, they voted for Alric. We have never had in the party a decision where a party leader just get up and say him me want, because it's a democratic party. But we have ignored those things for a while, and we have said let it flow. We want party unity. Let party unity go ahead. Where the line has been drawn, and obviously we want Dr. Dawes in the parliament to be a good minister of health. Yeah?
Yes.
So obviously the comrades in Southeast, they have the view that, let me just work with Dr. Dawes because the party leader really needs a good minister of health, and the country needs a good minister of health. So sometimes a man have to sacrifice his own ambition for the greater good of the country, not the party, the greater good of the country. When you look now and you go further to what is happening, I will see the same thing occurred in some other seats. When Zulika just was being selected, all sort of nonsense. And they tried to get Keith Russell to replace Lisa Hanna. The same nonsense occurred. Right? Remember, in all of these commonalities is one person, the GenSec. I'm not saying that the GenSec doing a bad job now, but it's the GenSec who manages these situations and the deputies around him. Now, this situation that is brewing in East Portland, and a matter of fact, let me say the candidate for Southeast St. Mary has resigned.
I beg your pardon?
He has this candidate, the People's National Party's candidate for Southeast St. Mary, has resigned.
Why?
Because there's also the same internal nonsense. You have a gentleman in Southeast St. Mary. I can call him name, Chris Brown, right?
Yes.
Chris is from Richmond, from the Richmond division. He was never comfortable with being the candidate because he wanted the seat from as way back as when Sugar Shane Alexis ran. Imagine now the seat sat without a candidate from 2020 and Chris Brown never applied to run. Never applied to run. But what he did was stay behind the background and started to fight Ferguson. Right? Which is nonsensical because you initiate yourselves into fighting your own comrade. I don't know that word. That's not been something I have been taught. And I grew up around the older folks. Yeah, that you work for party unity. And at the end of the day, if you don't have your differences, they go inside, go iron them out. You never hear me talk on matters like this relating to the PNP yet, you know. So it must be that it hurt me.
But head boy, if that is the case going on within the ranks of the hierarchy of the People's National Party, that means that there's something growing under the belly of the PNP. Before you answer the question, we want to say good morning to all our viewers in Jamaica and whoever is watching and listening from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean. This is the Mek Wi Talk program. The time in Jamaica is 11:28, and in the United States it's 12:28. We're live on Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio. It's a 24/7 radio station in Jamaica. You can go to sugarwaynrockersradio.com. That's sugarwaynrockersradio.com. We are live on sugarwaynrockersradio.com. We're also live on Jam Talk Vibes Radio over here in the United States. We're live in Jamaica on Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio. The time in Jamaica is 11:28, 12:28 in the United States. Good morning. We're talking about politics in Jamaica. Election in America, and this election year going into 2025 in Jamaica. Head boy, go ahead.
Right. So I'm saying, Jeffrey, you asked a question a while ago. Let me just be clear. Let me be clear, because I don't want people to go away with the wrong impression. The party unity within the PNP is at its best since 20 years. Let me just clarify that. Yeah? It's been the best it has been. Understand that there are little issues in every family. Yes? There are little deep-seated issues that if you don't deal with them, they fester and they can become problems. Now, this is where the structure of the PNP is. The General Secretary cannot be everywhere. And we have to be fair to the GenSec and to both the chairman and the president. They cannot be everywhere. This is why they have what is called deputy general secretaries. So I asked the question, there's 3 deputy general secretaries of the People's National Party. In the young lady they're running in South St. James, Nikisha Burchell, who, by the way, let me tell you, she's going to win South St. James with a landslide victory. Yes, we have Waverlines who has now taken over from Holness, who is going to bring back Northern Carolina, because there's a non-element, the MP down there, I don't even know him name because nobody not even seen. Right?
Is Harris Daly running again?
No, he's not. He has given his full support to Waverlines in Northern Clarendon, which shows you good transition. That's how transitions are to work. Right? When you come over now, right, to East Portland, as I was stating to you, so Chris Brown has been undermining Ferguson in the constituency in Southeast St. Mary, in Region 2. Now, Andre Hilton, who is a rolling stone, and I say so with no apologies and no water in my mouth.
You can't
Because
call the man a rolling stone.
but there's been well, he has rolled from Eastern St. Andrew, he rolled to Southeast St. Elizabeth, then he rolled to Montego Bay Central, then he has rolled his way back into Portland. So what you call that? I am entitled to my view. I will say what I want, and no one will tell me what to say.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Once I'm not disrespectful, but they say, I know the statement still says, rolling stones gather no moss. Yeah? And what is happening with what Andre Hilton is doing by trying to enter East Portland, having seen that it's Colin Bell who has been frontal on the fight. It's Colin Bell, tough, the old feisty one from Olaba called Chink and Dark, you know, because Colin Bell was standing up for the people. When the students of Happy Grove could not come home in the night.
Head boy, hold on a minute. There's a news coming in. I have to break it here. Hold on a minute.
Break it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold on to me.
I hope it is interesting.
This is Mek Wi Talk breaking news. News coming into a new center. News coming into a new center. A 4.7 magnitude earthquake 9 miles from Thousand Oak, California. That's a 4.7 magnitude earthquake has hit California. We don't know if there's any damage of such, but we're going to work with the U.S. earthquake unit to see what's going on. A 4.7 magnitude earthquake has just shook some parts of California. As soon as we get more news, we'll pass it on to you. This is Mek Wi Talk breaking news. That was Mek Wi Talk breaking news right here on the Mek Wi Talk YouTube channel and also on Sugar Rain Rockers Radio. We're speaking to my good friend, Head Boy, who have a wealth of knowledge stored up in his head there. Head Boy, go ahead.
Right. So what I'm saying, Jeffrey, right? So there's a structure in place. The DJs, you have three of them. Dexroy Martin, Nikisha Burchell, and Waverlines. They ought to be the ones who are supposed to be dealing with this on the ground. So the GenSec is focused on the national scene and not being distracted by this. Right? And I'm going to hold me cool because there were some things that I could say a while ago that I know I would have been called from senior members of the party. So let me hush my mouth. Accepting that I will say this, that the people of East Portland will not take this, and that this fellow who is a recycled politician, who has run 3 times and won only once, well, no. Yes, because he did 2 times in Eastern St. Andrew. He won the first time, win, and then lost the second time. And then when Montego Bay go run and lose. Right? He's a recycled politician who, by the way, one needs to ask, what is his contribution? I could understand if he had an eye portfolio, like he had a national profile, like a doctor does, you know, who obviously can say there's reasons for him being there. Yeah? There's none. The next thing is the seat was offered to him 2 years ago before it was given to Colin Bell, and he said no. And I know that for a fact.
So you're saying to me,
I could even tell you this.
Hold on. You're saying to me that East Portland and the PNP was handed to Mr. Andre Hilton, and he refused it.
And he refused it flatly. Let me go as further as that. When Andrea Moore of blessed memory, my sister and friend, even though I never supported her over Linval Bloomfield because I believe in principle and people must wait and turn. Yeah. When she was running, when she tried to unseat Linval Bloomfield, right? Andre Hilton was nowhere to be found in that constituency. When they were walking during Damian's time, Andre Hilton was up in Millbank. Let me tell you where I was. I was up in a place they call Bellevue, the last point in the valley of anybody know Portland. And Millbank not far from Bellevue. And when he was walking in that constituency, did you know when him reach a certain distance, him tell him, who me not gonna further, and me can't take on this. The road them too bad and it's too far. Huh? So how it is now, the same bad road and the same place that is too far, you are coming here. I am saying to the party, and this is a stern warning to the party, be careful what you're doing. Because some people have been brought by the vases as spoilers, and I leave it right there.
One thing I
I
can
say
say,
no
Dwayne,
more.
I said it already and I say it again. Live on the Mek Wi Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. For those who are listening to us on Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio, go over to Mek Wi Talk. That's MEKWITALK JEFFREY TAVARES. That's Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Mek Wi Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe. I said this on a radio station in Jamaica. I think it was on Roots FM. I'm no longer on Roots FM, but I think I said it on Roots FM, yes. That if the People's National Party move Miss Andrea Moore and put somebody else there, they will lose the seat. So said, so done. I'm going to say it again. If the People's National Party, Michael and Norman Manley Party, Portia Simpson Miller Party, PJ Patterson Party, Peter Phillips Party, if you people move Colin Bell from Eastern Portland, you do not stand a chance of winning East Portland again. Let me repeat. If the People's National Party remove Mr. Colin Bell from Eastern Portland, you do not stand a chance. History of a way of repeating itself more than once. You did it with Andrea Moore. You lost. Damian Crawford came up and Damian tried to put a dent. Don't get me wrong, you know. Damon and I, he can come on this program anytime he wants. Damon will listen to the program and he just call in and make him go and talk because that's how I like when politicians can interact with us. But the fact of the matter is, and I think that is why Mr.
Hold on, Jeffrey. Hold on, Jeffrey.
Yes.
Hold on. I see where you're going, but let me help you. The decision then to have Damien run the by-election was a decision that Andrea Moore agreed with, by the way. Let me tell you that.
Okay.
She's not here to defend herself, but she agreed with the decision totally. By the way, Andrea Moore and Peter Phillips were good friends. By the way, if you don't know, there is also a familial connection because I think one of them married in the family, either on Peter Phillips' side or Andrea Moore's side. So they're very close. So there was no issue. She as a good comrade said, let's put Damien forward because he has a national profile and I think him could win. I don't want to do no post-mortem of what happened in that by-election because it was, by the way, Damien got the most votes any PNP candidate have gotten in the history of that seat, even more than what Donald Rad and Father Rad got. Yeah? So let us give respect to the Rasta. Yeah?
And that is one thing I have always done. But let me say this. And I will say it, and maybe that's the reason why. When the People's National Party was putting the General Secretary down in Westmoreland, I came out on the radio and I said it clear. I am from Westmoreland. I grew up around politicians. And I will go further and say I grew up in a political home. And I said this. One of my mentors in Westmoreland was the late Russell Hammonds.
Yes, I know. Remember Commander Man, yes.
Russell Hammonds was the only person who put me on a political platform and said, speak. I said, what am I going to say? He said, speak. And I did.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
And Russell taught me a lot of things. From the length of breadth of Eastern to Western, whatever Westmoreland. And I said this, you cannot be pushing people in Eastern Westmoreland who is not a part of Westmoreland. Just push them down there. And that is the reason why the General Secretary of the People's National Party, Mr. Dayton Campbell. I have respect for you, sir. But that's one of the reasons why you don't want to come on my platform.
No, but Jeffrey. Hold on. Stick up. I understand you are being, and that's your place. So I can feel, I understand the feeling. But what I'm saying, the decision with the GenSec, and this is what I'm saying. And I'm saying I have no problem with persons going into seat who have a national profile and who are willing to work. That's a different thing. Remember that the GenSec has one. It has now the portfolio of agriculture. And he's bringing some different energy. When you listen to the ideas and support that he comes with, it's some good idea. We need a damn good Minister of Agriculture, and that's the damn truth. Yeah? No, from that point of view, I initially had the people in the constituency have interacted. And if you know they don't come on a personal level, let me tell you, one of the coolest person you can ever interact with. Yeah? Very down to earth. Him not hype, him cool. No, so I don't want to, and then as well, there's also a principle that you should have your general secretary having a seat. One, and I'm glad he left Northwest, because Northwest created for the people of Northwest an opportunity for by the name of Gabriela Morris. So sometimes, as they say, there are blessings in disguise, right? And she has a national profile as well. Right, she has been speaking on youth matters for the party. So I am saying my issue is not with these people who have national profile and they have been working. My issue is that Andre Hilton refused to accept the seat. He refused it 2 years ago. So he made the man do the work. I could understand if it was that if the GenSec went in and he had somebody down there working for 3 years and he just get up and say, give me the seat. Then I could understand that. That's not the case. That was not the case.
Sorry to be cutting you. Listen to me. I want you to do something for me right now. Come on the call. Look what I sent to you. Try and verify it for me and come back on.
No. I don't have to come off the call, Jeffrey. My hands are swift.
Yes.
Yeah?
You see what I sent to you?
Yeah, don't move. My hands are swift.
If I don't want to go public with this and nothing goes up.
Yeah, that's nonsense. That's fake news. That is damn fake news.
Remember, you're live on radio. You can't be cursing damn. You're live on radio.
Okay, sorry. Let me say it is fake news at best. And you know, let us move away from this because that was one of the points where I call Jeffrey.
Yes.
Right? This fake news. Why are we? Remember that this is Andrew Holness who just come up the other day saying, come up with concept to lock up people for fake news. Right? But haven't they let out them fake news, the fake for the last 3 to 4 last month or 2 months? They have been on a fake news agenda. Because how it is that you are going to come and tell us that 5 PMP MPs being probed. By the way, let me explain to the general public what is happening. Jeffrey is an MP, I am an MP. Let's say our good friend Conrad O'Brien is an MP. 5 of us, whichever 2 other person with us. You, then Miss P, we good friend. Miss East Kingston, we good friend. Let me use somebody who are we good friend.
Hold on there. Hold on. What am I going to say? I'm trying to think East Kingston because I've been hearing some sad news. Anyone who knows East Kingston, have her call me because for some unknown reason, I thought I'd save her number in my phone.
Right.
But I don't. And I want to hear from East Kingston. Anyone who know East Kingston, have her to call me, please. I hear some sad news and I want to talk to her. Go ahead for me.
Okay. Right. So I'm saying anyone could come with a report, meaning I send an affidavit to the Integrity Commission. I say Jeffrey is involved in lottery scamming, for argument's sake, or is involved in money laundering. Right? The commission is bound by their act to actually take the report we send them and you an investigation. it does not mean that what is submitted to the commission is substantive. If it is the commission that after its own initiate the investigations, then you can say yes, the commission have its thing. But remember the response from Mark Bolin, when he spoke to the Observer article, what did he say? He said what is happening is instances where people are being malicious. Yeah? Mm-hmm. And what they do is they go to the commission and them most of them know, like them write down Jeffrey name to say that Jeffrey is involved in money laundering. Mm-hmm. So when that goes into the commission and it sits on the file of the commission, but it does not mean you are interdicted or under investigation. All the commission will do is just try to verify the reports that have come to see if it is true. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't, because remember, the investigation is stemming from a report that I gave or you gave. So people need to separate those two. And what the JLP is doing is using this opportunity to sow mischief. And they're 9 months away from the election, and now they're using these things. We know, and I am worried about the Integrity Commission. And let me tell you something: the first job of day when Mark Golding wins must be to dismiss the entire office of the Integrity Commission. Every single one, down to the decks them in, they must chop up. Yeah? Every single one. Because it cannot be that you have an Integrity Commission that is having leaks. It's leaking more than how the dam is leaking. Pardon my expression, but it's leaking more than how the dam is leaking.
Hey boy, let me ask you. Let me switch gear for a minute here. I want to say good morning again, or good afternoon, and good morning in Jamaica to all those who are listening to us on Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio. Welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program. I want to say this. We're going to drift to a video. We want to listen to what the Prime Minister said in St. Anne's yesterday about the other by-elections. And then we're going to end the program because soon time is now 11:47 in Jamaica. We're going to end the program pretty soon. We're going to end the program with Jamaicans must get out and vote when the general election is called. We're going to speak about that. But I want you to listen to what the Prime Minister said yesterday.
Not me, Not me. I'll mute my mic. You can play.
Okay.
Listen
to this.
Bells, drums, and drinks in hand, the JLP's green dominated the streets of St. Anne's Bay. Not even the parching heat could halt the mission to put Matthew Samuda on the party's election ticket. Within minutes, Matthew Samuda was confirmed, much to the joy of his supporters. There was no such support for the two other candidates nominated on Wednesday, Chase Neal of the United Independence Congress and David Anderson, an independent. Mr. Neal explained the importance of facing the JLP at the polls in northeastern St. Anne.
If representation of people was important to the government would have ensured that at all levels the people are represented. Now, we can't allow this political trickery and manipulating the system to go unanswered, and so the people now will have a voice to choose whether they will vote for what the government has enacted, or if they will present their voice showing that we will not stand for corruption and manipulating the process.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness, while addressing JLP supporters at a short mass meeting Wednesday, again responded to concerns about the area still without representation.
It is only the case that Matthew's election is the first to be called, but all others will be called, and in short order. So what does that say to you? Get ready for all the other by-elections to come.
As for the independent contesting this by-election, he has ties to the PNP. I put the question to him about his connections to the party, which is not contested.
The Prime Minister said that the Jamaican people must get ready for all the other by-elections. Sometimes I wonder. Head boy, you have any comment on this one?
Me? You really want me to comment, Jeffrey?
Please do. You're live on your program, man.
the comment that I'm going to comment is not going to be a nice comment, you know. Yeah.
Whilst it doesn't humbug the radio station in Jamaica, you can comment.
No, you know me. You know I don't say things that is going to get anybody in trouble but myself. No, all I have to say is when fire da must steal, them think a cool breeze. Yeah? That's all I have to say. And let me tell you something. It is a darn crying shame and disgrace that this leader, this man, would spend an additional 30 million per by-election, because that's the cost. Right? And when you add it up, so if you go call Nigel's by-election is due next month, you know. Right? If you go call that, well, we were having a discussion on Monday as to why. You are right, Jeffrey, that the finance minister has to come from parliament.
It has.
Yeah? It has to. But this has nothing to do with it. He never had to go this route. He could have just put Flavor in the position. But then when he moved Flavor from the hood he put at education, he could have his wife step down and put her over education, because she was there eating from 2007 already, so she can go eat again.
But hold on ahead, boy. You believe that they will not put Favour Williams as Minister of Finance?
I'm of the view she's going to go there. I believe she's going to go there, but I'm showing you how this strategy could have worked.
Yeah. Head boy. Oh Lord. Wherever you're listening, watching from around the world on the Eastern Caribbean,
so
this is Mek. Go ahead.
They're moving Matthew. They move Matthew. I'm with you, Jeffrey.
Go ahead.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
Right. So I'm saying they could have removed Matthew. They could have removed Flavor as Minister of Education, put her in finance. Right? There are other persons in the parliament who themselves understand the education portfolio. Because in real education actually runs on autopilot, you know. That's how it now typically runs. And secretaries and the chief education officer and the minister might just bring one and two policies to the table, but it really runs on autopilot. So you just really need somebody who can manage a ministry to go there. So they could do a switch over, and they could even promote one of their so-called backbenchers, because I cannot believe, and it should be a crying shame that you have 48 MPs sitting on your side and you can't find from them 2 ministers. So what am I doing there then? I would have been Johnny. They come like them going to parliament as flow and come out as hard as Johnny Cape. Tough.
Yes. We
have
to now go off here at 1 o'clock. So let me play something here that happened in St. Thomas yesterday, and also play the Director of Election, Glasswell Brown, comment on the by-election. Let's go to the news first from St. Thomas.
Intervened to prevent an explosive situation between a Jamaica Labour Party councillor and a PNP caretaker. The PNP member was among a group of residents protesting to demand that a by-election be held in the Morant Bay division. Krista Campbell reports.
Police keep a watchful eye as protesters from the Morant Bay division in St. Thomas made their grounds known. The message on their placards clear, their voices loud, and at times they spilled onto the street to drive home their point.
We want the Morant Bay divisional election now.
Their councillor, Rohan Bryan, died following a brief illness on May 1, 2024, and the people have been calling for a by-election since. But with the recent announcement of a by-election in Northeastern and a day after the resignation of first-time MP Marsha Smith, the people of Morant Bay feel overlooked.
We want a proper elected representative to represent us, somebody of our choosing. And we should never have been denied of that right.
We had COVID, and the Prime Minister could have called election in at a time when people are dead. Yeah. Right? And now you got a simple little by-election.
The people are waiting, they are restless, and we don't know what might transpire when we hold the people against their will for too long. So the time comes. Mr. Prime Minister, if you're going to do something, we're going to do something.
Things got heated after that when protesters marched from the Municipal Corporation building to another complex where a committee meeting was in session, demanding the mayor or his deputy speak with them. Out popped a JLP councillor. A face-off then ensued with one of the protesters, a PNP representative, and the police quickly intervened to try and calm tempers. But the caretaker says he was threatened.
One councillor come out and say, "Man, shut them out," because we are demanding to speak to the mayor. Off man and day. This is and they spit out of the compound rather than speaking to us.
The protesters insist their protests will continue and will be bigger, again threatening to take their action to Jamaica House to get the Prime Minister's attention. The people maintain they have no representation and say infrastructure like roads and gullies are deteriorating as a result.
We cannot speak to the mayor and even send a text to the mayor, and he doesn't even reply.
He know that would be a responding line.
Right? So may I ask you, Mr. Prime Minister, don't make it get out of hand.
The mayor drove away as PNP councillors and members of the media tried to speak with him. Krista Campbell, TVJ News.
Let me say this before we move on to something, because we got to go. It seems as if it's pure gunman. I mean, I apologize for this. It seems as if it's pure gun done in the Jamaica Labour Party councils in St. Thomas. A councillor in the by-election drew his gun on a Jamaican citizen. Now a councillor in the St. Thomas Parish Council is threatening to shoot a Jamaican citizen again in his mouth. Is this the country we're talking about? A 2030 vision to live, raise, and work, live whatever with family?
No, Jeffrey, let me help you. Let me help you.
Go ahead.
Monkey see, monkey do. You hear what I said?
Monkey see, do.
Right. I remember most of those bad behaving councils that we're speaking of, which constitute.
They come from James Roberts constituency.
You can call name, I won't. Right? They come from Western St. Thomas. And it is, we know how the gentleman has operated over the years. When he even backs soldier, there's report to show him that backs down a soldier. Yeah, there's report to show that a lot more things relating to them. But let me say this quickly. When you can pick up a dunce, and I say so with no apologies, when you can pick up a virtual dunce, the only thing Shoeshine know is this very same name that him have, Shoeshine. Yeah? When you can pick up a dunce and turn him into the mayor of a parish like St. Thomas that is going through a developmental progress right now, it shows you that you have no regard for the people of Western St. Thomas, of St. Thomas, Eastern and Western. Right? Then you know that Shoeshine, the current mayor, right, whatever his name be, is not so in him headspace, so good. Yeah? And we're talking plain. Right? You pick him up and you put him to be over in charge of a division that him already hate the people, and the people and him already have been having tug of war for the last 4 years. So what they should have done is why they call the by-election in St. Anne. They could have just called the local by-election out there and relieve the pressure from the mayor. Right? No, this badness that them chucking, right? And I will never forget the councillor that chuck the badness. He not only just chuck it on a support, I'm chuck it on my friend who was the caretaker for what's that? It's not Dalby. What them call out there, so out going up in the hills, Cedar Valley, right? Him chuck it on her and tell her, right? They had a meeting up at the primary school, and him come up there with him supporters in the middle of the meeting trying to intimidate the young girl. Now, who would try to intimidate a little 25, 27-year-old girl? She looks so nice, you know. Why would you try to intimidate somebody as pretty and nice as her? What kind of man are you? What sort of sick man are you? Right? And this needs to be dealt with. But I tell you, I tell you this, and I kid you not, the people of St. Thomas must not stop. and if needs be, do what Paul Bogle did in 1838. You know what Paul Bogle did?
Paul Bogle lead a rebellion. And I said this already and I say it again. The Jamaican people, let me say this to you and listen to me clearly. History have a way of repeating itself, you know. A rebellion was led by Paul Bogle. Be careful of what you are doing to the Jamaican people. Prime Minister Michael Andrew Holness. Prime Minister Holness. Be careful of what you're doing to the Jamaican people. Prime Minister Michael Andrew Holness. The last time I checked, Jamaica is a democracy. The last time I checked, our constitution gives the people the right to a fair election. The last time I checked, the constitution gives the people the right for a peaceful assembly. Prime Minister Michael Andrew Holness.
No, Jeffrey, you're calling him name wrong, please. Michael is his middle name, not his first name, please.
Andrew Michael Holness.
Good. Don't put Michael
careful of what you're doing to the Jamaican people, sir. Andrew Michael Holness.
But hold on, Jeffrey, let me take it further than that. If he doesn't understand the spiritual and the figurative significance of St. Thomas. St. Thomas is seen as the center of rebellion in Jamaica. Let me just say it to you. Any spiritual person would tell you that also St. Thomas operates as not just rebellion in physical, but rebellion in the spirit as well. Yeah? So let him continue, right? Let him continue. Because when St. Thomas people get mad, them get mad, you know, Jeffrey, I can tell you that much. I've seen them in action. Remember when the policeman had take away the baby mother 3 points out there?
Oh, yes.
Okay, you remember how they behaved? So let them, as Jerry said, fire them must still and think a cool breeze. So let them go and think a cool breeze. You hear? Yes. Anyway, my friend and brother, I'm going to run leave you so you can do the wrap up and take a call.
Yes, ma'am.
And once again, all I have to say, and I'll close in saying this matter, and I'm issuing this stern warning to the People's National Party. Right? Do the right thing in Eastern Portland. If you make the mistake and not run Colin Bell, you will be making the same mistake you made in not running some other candidates who could have been better candidates. The truth be told, no man should lay a ground for monkey run pan. I can't do the work and somebody else I go come inherit what I have done. Unlike in Falmouth, where Dennis Meadows has been a good comrade, so come through Wickham and do your thing. I'll give you my support. Right?
But hold on there now. I talk about Wickham McNeil. What difference is Wickham McNeil gonna do in Trilla wherever? From what he have done?
No, I don't join you in that. I don't join you in that.
No,
and let me tell you why.
The truth must
be told. That's your view. No, but that's your view, Jeffrey. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I'll not join you in that.
Yes.
Because the record is there to show Wickham's contribution to tourism is phenomenal. No, hold on, Jeffrey.
Head boy.
We must be clear, boy. When Wickham went to Negril Western, when he went to Westmoreland Western, it was never the way it was. It didn't have the level of housing that it had today.
The housing where?
Meaning a lot of the housing developments is going down there in Western Westmoreland. Meaning between Sheffield, there are a lot of houses now there. Meaning project houses, NHT developments were bought there in under Wickham's reign. So I'm saying to you, Jeffrey, as much as we can be one thing with me, no matter how emotional I become, I focus on facts. Yeah? The truth be told is Wickham is not really a recycled politician. It's one time him lose. He has never lose more than once. And if either way, Trelawney is a tourism product that needs to be developed. It needs to be developed. We cannot just rely on Montego Bay, Ocho Rios, and Negril alone.
So hold on there now, since you talk about development, has the former Minister of Tourism, the former Member of Parliament for Western Westmoreland, Has he developed Negro tourism sector?
Of course, he contributed to the development down there. He brought in a lot of those hotels that you now see operating in there.
Oh,
Therefore, nobody is perfect.
Oh.
No, nobody is perfect. I think his record, there's a lot woeful. I'm being open with you, my friend. But what I will not join you in saying is that he will not go to North Carolina and offer anything. We cannot see. If he does not offer in the first term, the people of North Carolina should do the same and tell him to take for himself. But I am saying we cannot preempt, right? It is only one time this man has lost. We cannot preempt. I could preempt Andre Hilton because he has run for 3 times. Hilton and lost 2 of those 3 times. Wickham has run for many times and only lost 1. Then the thing is becomes contribution that we need somebody sensible in tourism. Remember, Damon has been moved to Ministry of Education. So obviously the party leader is strategic in what he's doing, right? So I'm saying we might have our personal view about an individual, and I never allow my personal view about an individual. No, and I'm not saying you are no, and I'm not saying no. And just come on, man. You and I know better than that. I'm not referring to you. I'm just giving a broad case. I'm saying sometimes we react because of how we feel about a situation, because of how connected we are to the situation. But we have to remember this.
Hello?
What has been his development?
Head boy, oh Lord. We have lost head boy. Me born and grown in Grenada. And I didn't want to say it, I am from Westmoreland. But you know what? I wish the goodly Dr. Wickham McNeil all the best in Trelawney. Head boy, I don't know why the phone cut off. I did not hang up the phone on you, sir. So the matter thing I hung up the phone on you, I did not. We're live on Sugar Ray in Rockers Radio. The number to call is 954-529-8030. It's also a WhatsApp number. But before we go to the phone lines, I want you to listen to what Glasswell Brown, the Director of Elections, said yesterday.
Hi, sir. Talk to us about the day's proceedings, please.
Well, our assessment that it went fairly well. There was no incident that was reported to us. At the end of the exercise at 2 p.m., 3 persons were duly nominated to contest the election on September 30th. They are one independent, Mr. Anderson, and there is a representative of the UIC party, Mr. Neal, and from the Jamaica Labour Party would be Mr. Samula. All 3 will now contest the election on the 30th of September.
So is your office ready and prepared for the election come on the 30th?
Well, we will be ready. We're going to another phase. This phase now that we have the nominees, we begin to do the preparation of the ballot, the printing of the list, and putting the logistics in place, and all that needs to be done. We have identified the polling stations already. There are only 146 polling stations in this constituency. On the voters list, you have 40,346 registered electors. So we are putting everything in place. Our counting center is already established. So we expect to have a smooth sailing on election day.
By what time would you say that election will be finished and numbers will be counted and we have the answer in hand? Who won?
Well, the polls close at 5. However, a little rider, if anybody is in the line at 5 p.m., we'll have to continue the process. But we think we should be ready to release the numbers. I should have the final count by 6:15 there.
Thank you very much, sir. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the Jamaican people about coming out to vote on the 30th of December?
We do urge the electors in this constituency. There are approximately 3,100, I think, ID cards that still remains in offices. And we are appealing for the persons who have not yet collected their cards to visit our office at St. Anne's Bay and pick up a card prior to election. It helps the process in terms of a smoothest process of electors on election day. So if you have not yet picked up your card and you're a member of this constituency, visit our office in St. Anne's Bay and pick up your card.
There you go, the Director of Election, Mr. Glasswell Brown, speaking yesterday in St. Anne. The leader of the People's National Party, Mr. Mark Jefferson Golden, has been sending a clear message to the Jamaican people about voting. And I want you all to listen to this. We're live on Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio. We're live on Jam Talk Vibes Radio. We're also live on the Mek Wi Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. For those who are on Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio, you can come on over to the Mek Wi Talk program, like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Here we go with the message from the opposition leader about voting.
Jamaica, your voice matters now more than ever. If you're 18 or older, make sure you're enumerated and on the voters list by the 30th of September. This is your chance to shape our future. Don't let it slip away. Remember, your vote is your voice. Together, we can make the change we need. For more information, visit markgoldingja.com/voters-guide. Let's do this, Jamaica.
And I'm going to say this again. Jamaicans, make sure you are registered to vote. Jamaicans, make sure you are registered to vote. The soul of Jamaica's democracy relies on you, the Jamaican people. The soul of Jamaica's democracy relies on you, the Jamaican people. Let us try and leave a Jamaica for our children. I am not telling you who to vote for or who not to vote for. All I am saying, this election is coming up. Is a very important election. Is a very consequential election. And the soul of Jamaica's democracy relies on the Jamaican people to go out and vote. Jamaicans, make sure you are registered to vote. Make sure you have your voter's ID. Friends of mine who are on this platform and those who are listening to us on Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio, tell your friends and family, go out and get your voter's ID card. Go out and vote. The soul of Jamaica's democracy come 2025 relies on you, the Jamaican people. The time has come for all of us to take back this piece of rock in the Caribbean Sea. Vote, Jamaicans. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, who not to vote for. All I am saying to you, register to vote. Make sure you vote, and let your vote be counted. The soul of Jamaica's democracy relies on you, the Jamaican people. For those who want to call in to speak to us about any topic, whatever the topic that we are speaking on now, Holness in St. Ann, there was no show of Mr. Joseph Patterson of the UIC supporting his candidate in St. Ann yesterday. Mr. Joseph Patterson of the UIC did not show up to support his candidate yesterday. Nobody from the UIC showed up to support the man. Him alone and son Duppy walked to the polling booth to be nominated, I should say. And for the People's National Party, be careful what you're doing in Eastern Portland. For the People's National Party, unless you all see a clear way that you are going to win, be ye careful of what you are doing. And for the people of St. Thomas, for that councillor, the mayor of St. Thomas, let me send you a clear message this morning or this afternoon. It's now 12:15 in Jamaica, 1:15 in the United States. I don't know what time is it in London. But this is the Mek Wi Talk program, and we are live on Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio. Let me go back for this. I'm going to send a clear message to the mayor. We're live on Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio. This is it. The Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio, 24/7. You have a chat room too. You can go to sugarwaynrockersradio.com. That's sugarwaynrockersradio.com. We're live on that radio station out there in the land of wood and water. Let me send a clear message to the mayor of St. Thomas. If you do not see yourself serving the people of St. Thomas, resign from your position. If you think you're too big to speak to the people of St. Thomas, resign from your position. If you believe that you're Mr. Bull Duppy and Duppy Conqueror, you don't fit to be in politics. And for that gun-slinging councillor who promised to shoot a Jamaican citizen in his mouth, you don't fit to be in politics. You should be locked up. If it was a normal Jamaican citizen who lived below a crossroad or live in some bush in St. Thomas, threaten another person like that, we're not lock them up though. That councillor who threatened to shoot a Jamaican citizen in his mouth, you do not fit to be in politics in Jamaica. You don't fit to be a councillor. You're fit to go and run Riverton dump. Now they'll apologize for that. I don't believe better than people. If you can't sit with the people, talk with the people, you don't fit to be in leadership. You don't fit to be a leader. The mayor of St. Thomas and that councillor who tried to shoot a Jamaican citizen in the mouth, you're not fit to be leaders of this country. You're not fit to lead a pig pen. And I hope the people of St. Thomas realize what is going on. For those who believe that the Jamaican people are a bunch of idiots, enough is enough. For those politicians who believe that we must have a respect for the Jamaican people, no more. No more will we sit idly by and allow you people to believe. But we must continue to treat us the way you're treating us. That councillor out there who is trigger happy and the police didn't know anything about it. That councillor out there who is trigger happy. And who gave you a gun? You shouldn't get a licensed firearm. And I want the councillor who believe that he's the Don of all Dons. I want him to hear this. You do not fit to be in leadership positions in this country. The councillor of St. Thomas who threatened a Jamaican citizen yesterday, shoot them in the mouth. You do not fit to be in leadership position. You're fit to go and run Riverton dump where all the garbage are, because you're a garbage yourself. You don't fit to lead the people of this country. You don't fit to lead the people of St. Thomas. You and the mayor must go home. And you don't fit to lead the people of this country. You don't fit to lead the people of St. Thomas. You don't fit to go run Riverton dump. That's where you don't fit to go run. Go and run Riverton dump and leave people alone. Leave God people alone. Because you continue treating the people of God that way. You think Almighty God sleeping? One take out in gun in the local government election, drawing gun upon a citizen of the same council of the Labour Party, draw a gun on a citizen and he still sit in the council as a councillor. In which modern democracy this damn nonsense can go on? Good night, good afternoon, welcome to the call, welcome to the program.
Good afternoon. Yeah, I just speak.
Yes, Miss B.
I need somebody where can look on all of the member of parliament in the Jamaica Labour Party and councillor. Look on the CV or their resume.
They hand on?
And just put them out and you really come right now and look on them.
They have any?
Make them ashamed of themselves. And PSOJ, churches, we can't come every day. Police headquarters, judges, judiciary, we call it. We must share this instead of people who elect and govern the country. Now, people are sent them as they don't want to represent it. They have a right. And we take a shot now. Counter, go off for a man and shot in my mouth. Bill Jones, the same St. Thomas, not one of them. Took out in one man for property because the man take out of my yard. He see the text from video. And nobody want to nothing to it. But you know what? I tell kill innocent madman, tell them to do that. Brother, I want to run. You are counsellor. And the person come to you, people and come to you, so they want none of you elect them people. I would do that. And you will tell the man, tell one gunshot in their mouth. What kind of system that? And we have to come over and say, all right, we are listening, we are hearing you. We are going to say to the Prime Minister, the Minister, whatever. Tap it out. You can have half a man gunshot. What kind of country this? So if council have a gunshot, what do you expect the ordinary people to do? Mr. Prime Minister, look at the people that will surround you. You be a bad man. You already see a government badness. But one day, Mr. Prime Minister, 1 minute, 1 second, the table are going to turn. It are going to turn. And woe be unto you. These women.
In which modern democracy, Miss P? In which modern democracy can an elected leader of a Jamaican citizen, a citizen of a country rather, gunshot and still remain in politics? In which modern democracy can a person who is vying for the political office draw a gun in a by-election and a Jamaican citizen and win the seat and sit in parliament?
Only in Jamaica. Only in Jamaica under Andrew Michael Holness leadership. Only in Jamaica under Andrew Michael Holness government. Only that. Nowhere else. And then the police them stand up there and hear him. And I'm going to tell the man to write paper. You know why? Because the hierarchy of the police them is corrupt. They are in the pocket of the politician. That is it. Because if any of those little constable corporal ever step up and do the right thing, they fling him in a scrap heap. Like Mr. Llewellyn, when he charge a man, Tankwell man, and what they do with him in that scrap heap. Right? These are the things that we are talking about, that we country, we don't want the dictatorship, the wrong thing where people are gone. Too much right now, brother. And any of the St. Thomas people them start the rebellion, you know. The whole country make them the steps. The whole country are gonna follow them. And that we are telling them. And police and soldier, remember our brother, sister, mama, uncle, auntie. And police and soldier members of the rich man pick police. A poor people pick it on police and soldier. 101 is members of police are feeling, soldier are feeling. So no feel like you're going to depend on them all the while. That with them are going to defend you all the while. They tired for you too. I better than can do. Plenty of them know if I walk up beside of you. I just show how they sign up for the work. You know, they're not going to hate you like poison. Not you per se, but the system will bring. Because you make police work hard, you make soldier work hard. Because you turn soldier and a police. And that's what we sign up for.
You know,
so that, right?
You know, Miss P, I don't understand. In the local government election, a man drew his gun on a citizen.
Dean Jones. Dean Jones, in there.
Councillor Dean Jones. Can I councillor now, no, sir?
Yes.
Drew his gun and nothing came out of it. Now,
the Prime Minister said it to your altar.
This councillor now in the same JLP administration offer a Jamaican sitting a gunshot in his mouth and he still remain as councillor.
Of course, but Putin, but too bad if him in the Russia and the Putin get rid of him.
Is this a country in which we're gonna leave for our children when our leaders who supposed to be leading this country in the right and proper way is drawing their guns and offering gunshot at Jamaican citizens? And we sit down in this country and say nothing about it because the 9-day talk again.
Jeffrey, the only thing Mr. Holness is care about is power and fame and luxury life. That is the only thing he care for. He don't care for nobody. I don't think he care for your dog and yard if you have any. Because if you care for your picnic and your picnic, you set a good example. You turn make Jamaica be a place to live, raise children and do business. You make Jamaican people can sit down every time and come from work and play to domino and chat and laugh. And when them don't got there without the fear.
You know,
he not care about nothing.
You know,
once you have the police them back at him, that ain't good.
You know, the level of corruption in this country, the licensed firearm authority of Jamaica should have never, if this man have a licensed firearm, should have never given a licensed firearm. And if they give it to him, the licensed authority of Jamaica must call on him or take away his license from him. Because if he gets in a temper and pulling gun and shoot them, and what that come out of it?
What not come out of it?
If that councillor in St. Thomas drew his gun and shoot that Jamaican citizen in his mouth, what would have come out of it?
Not a thing.
Tell me that I mustn't talk because I must left on a party alone. The Jamaica Labour Party had disgrace to the people of this country.
Look, Dean Shaw. Dean Shaw is a member of the PSOJ. And one gunshot take him out. Right? And not even condolences to his family. You know, you none of them come out and say. And Jeffrey, where people feel look at, you know, Mr. Andrew only set the people in like we set a cricket field. Milan slips, wicket keeper. So you have every sector and organization of the country. You have somebody there to back him. The FLA picked by him. And members say no, when do he micromanage all of the ministry them. So he is definitely a dictator. Is what he say goes. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. As long as it suits him. Him choose who to live and him choose who to dead. Him choose who to burn and who to bury. Him choose if a school to fix or not. Him doesn't care about people. And for those people who see are run behind them is because of personal gains. Most of them, but down to the people them down the center base, we are rally behind. We just have 1 day of feed. And them see when I go to hospital, if them take sick or their family take sick, go to down here. And them see one because they are brainwashed. And then take long to see. If Mark Golden go in there and do the same thing, it will get it harder than this man because people are wake up. Right? Mr. Andrew, is your born here, you can't sleep here. Your mama born here, your papa born here, your family born here. And it's a total disgrace to your mama, your family, Jamaica, and your ancestors, sir. I can tell you, in my personal feeling, that your father, him, to call you a son. If I am your right father. It's shame. If a man even ask me if I am, he will say yes, but my heart is not God. Because what you are doing is not only harming people who is alive now, but you're harming the people that were not born yet. Treat Jamaica. Look what you turn it into. How can you have them type of people in a government? And when them do the wrong thing, you don't call them in. All right. Let me give you the benefit of the doubt. They are human and they will do things that is bad. Fine. The box stop at your foot. When these things happen, take a stand. Make an example out of them. So the next one would not do it. But because everybody do it and get you, everybody just continue because there's been no accountability, no penalty behind it. Now, every human, every Jamaican must have a talk, have a right, that's what the Constitution says. So the people come out and demonstrate what they want them, whatever. You as the country should have come out and say, hello, good morning, good afternoon. I hear the concern, but it's not in our hand. And we're going to try to get to Desmond McKenzie, then to the prime, and so we can work
but hold on.
We understand your frustration.
Hold on, Ms. P. The mayor of St. Thomas, he has the power to call a by-election. The mayor, under the Constitution of Jamaica, I'm here to be corrected. I stand to be corrected. But if my memory serves me correctly, the mayor of St. Thomas has the power to call the by-election.
My God, I have a child, a young lady growing up. I always have a dream to be bright, luscious Jamaica, where everybody come and love after everybody, we can live happy ever after till God call home. But this is not Jamaica again, nothing of it. If you notice people, when you to play, no play that even happens in Jamaica. And people who should keep them play bad boy, Trevor, Dela, Harris, and the rest of them. Then they sitting there cut out. Cause what? People hardly want out. People, when they talk about people, young people lazy. This is one point different way I'm saying this to Jamaican who overseas and in Jamaica. Gracious God, will take up $15,000 in one supermarket. I mean, I got to tell you just to buy what you want, buy what you need, and see how far we can go. Out of the 15,000, then take tax out of it, back. Then out of it, what left, the bank take money out of it, to spend it to you. The cheapest fare in Jamaica from point A to point B is $150. That is the cheapest fare in the rural country. Probably a town you must get $100 ride, certain a stand to be corrected. No, you work 5 days a week and you pay $1,000 a day. That's $5,000 out of your fare alone. Talk about something for you eat, to catch up. And then when you go home, you have probably 1 or 2 kids. You have light bill. So you get $60,000 for the month. And when you take out all of the tax everything, you might have get $53,000. What that can do? What that can do? So when people want work, we don't cuss them with their legs and them a dig out their hand and stuff. But if a man go there and start to chop, in chop, see that tree, in chop everything and live better. So we will make people down to chopping. I can't blame the people. The people want work, livable wages.
I personally don't support anybody who would chop, you know. I don't support that. What I am going to say this afternoon here on the Mek Wi Talk program on Sugarway and Rockers Radio, I do not support anybody chopping. I don't support it. What I can say, Ms. P, is this. We cannot have a government who can provide jobs for its people. And I keep on saying this. When a government can't secure its people, can't provide basic health care, can't provide education, can't provide jobs for its people, then there is something fundamentally wrong with the governing of a country. And when you have a government who promise its people that you can keep the windows and door open, but the same government have people within the government drawing gun on the citizens of the country. The same government have people within the government threatening people to shoot them in their mouth. What kind of country is this? What kind of country is this? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. Miss P, it's 1:32.
Hold on there.
Eh?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Jamaica people, we have so much by-election and probably more to come. And the Prime Minister is so big and bold in go against the Constitution and in just he make one MP resign and 24 hours call and next one. When you see something wrong, you have a elected member of parliament in the constituency and you have a man in the 1 year and or 9 months. I do the work for the MP now do. You blind? You fool? I want to eat. I want to drink. Anyway, Jeffrey, me go back to class.
All right, my darling.
No, to God. Drink.
This is where we say goodbye. No, this is where we're gonna take one more call and we're gonna have to end the program. I think we're still live on Sugarway and Rockers Radio. Wayne, if we're still live, let me know. You know, we're living in a very serious time in this country. You know? Very serious time in this country. Good afternoon to all those who are listening to us from Negril Point to Moran Point. I want to ask the question once more. When you have a country where a leader promised the people that they will sleep with the windows and door open if he come into power, his administration now presided over gunmen in the council in St. Thomas. When you have a councillor that drew his gun on a Jamaican citizen, when you have a councillor offering a Jamaican citizen gunshot in their mouth, what kind of country this? This becoming the wild, wild west. This is the country we talk about, live, work, and raise family, where the leaders of the country is offering the citizens gunshot. May God Almighty have mercy on this country. On the behalf of all of us here, I'm Jeffrey Tavares, returning to the studios of Sugarway and Rockers Radio over there in the land of food and water. Wayne, thank you for coming. Wayne, thank you so much for allowing me to come on your radio station, sir. Thank you. For the people who are listening to us from beyond the shores of Jamaica, pray for this piece of rock. For those who are listeners from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Mek Wi Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube program. I want to say good afternoon, or good evening rather, to my good friend over there in South Africa, former ambassador to the former Interpol ambassador to South Africa, Andy Mashaili. Ambassador Mashaili, good afternoon to you, sir. Good afternoon to Ambassador Luma Samba. Good afternoon to Ambassador Curtis Ward. Sometimes I say to Mr. Jeffrey, take your time. But honestly, what is going on in this country? What is going on? Until you hear my voice again, I'm returning to the studios of Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio. Sorry, Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio. Let me look for the thing and stop pronounce the man name bad. Here we go. Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio. This is how we do it. Yes. That's the name of the radio station. I do apologize. It's Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio. And you can get it online. It's sugarwaynrockersradio.com. Sugarwaynrockersradio.com. We go live on their platform every now and again, right here on the Mek Wi Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. I want to say thank you all for being a part of this program. Thank you all for coming on. Join me later on this evening when I come to you with another exciting episode of the Mek Wi Talk program. What we're going to talk about later on today, we'll let you know when we come on. But for all of those who are watching us beyond our shores of this country, may God bless you, and thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being a part of this program. Thank you all for making this program possible. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to know when we go live. Like, share, and subscribe to the Mek Wi Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. May God bless you. Hold on for me. May God bless you, and may God bless our island home, Jamaica land we love. Good evening.
Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk.
That's the voice of the man they call Cobra, giving us his jingle right there. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Good evening, everyone.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people, Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people, Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, Mek Wi Talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Mek Wi Talk.